game proper. Get into the stream proper, baby. It's not to say that the intro part isn't a real part of the stream, because it's all legit. It's all fun and games. But then there's the literal games to actually play. In addition to that, yeah, exactly. No medieval grade siegers, please. Yes, that's all I ask. Victorian peasants, like, yeah, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, with like, Baja Blast or something. That's the thing too, because I'm sure you guys have heard this too, that actually Farsight, you might be a good litmus test for this. Farsight, do you have an opinion on American chocolate? You can be as vulgar and use as vile language as you want to talk shit on American chocolate, because you probably understand what I'm getting at, right? If you haven't grown up with certain things, your color palette, your flavor palettes handle things differently. And a lot of Europeans, they taste Reese's and they taste Hershey's, they go, this tastes like puke. This tastes like literal fucking vomit. Yeah, have yet to find one you like, right? And I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. Anastasia's the exact same way. Our old Ukrainian roommate, she's like, man, and she's been to America once before she came here in 2022, I guess. And it's like she'd already been a little bit exposed to it, and it's still weird. It's still weird to people that aren't from America, and it's all to do with the what is it? Is it fermented milk? Is that like the key to all of it? There's like a key ingredient that American chocolatiers use by and large, I guess, as either a preservative or something else. I don't know why they do it, but it's all about like a particular fermented milk compound thing that Mars, that Reese's, that fucking Hershey's all put in their chocolate. And I don't think any of the rest of the world does. And if you grow up here, you don't really notice it because you're so used to it. But if you're not from around here, when you eat it, it's not people being like, it's not like, oh, Europeans are so snooty. It's like, no, it legitimately tastes like puke to people that aren't used to it. It's like, it tastes like vomit to them. And it's not being facetious. It's like, no, that is what it is, like, reminiscent of. It's like a rotten kind of flavor. If you're not used to it, again, it's so bizarre. It's a bizarre concept, but it's been like pretty well documented by this point. It's good to see you, by the way, Pelican. Tastes like perfection. Yeah, I mean, I've had European chocolate. It is better. I mean, no question. There's no question. And of course, the chocolate here is mass produced and all about, quantity over quality, generally speaking. But and you can get the good stuff here. Obviously, there, you have like some nicer companies like Ferrero and I guess Ghirardelli. I assume Ghirardelli is non-American, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, Swiss chocolate. Yeah. That shit is worldview changing. So anyway, that's a lot of words to say. I wonder if you could time travel in hand a Victorian era child a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. They might taste it and go like they might be like, this is disgusting. Like, what the fuck? Because they've never tasted soda, obviously. So they might be like, they might not even say it's okay. That might just be like, this is like putrid. Like, this is poison. What the fuck, bro? Yeah. The freedoms of democracy, right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The pillaging of the lesser cultures. Yeah, it's, well, no, Farsi, you have to remember, this is America, okay? It's not about personal freedoms, it's freedoms for corporations to, do whatever they can, and we really mean whatever they can, to maximize their profit and maximize their stock prices, right? Because really, just think about the poor, starving corporations. Think about the shareholders, Farsight, right? Think how they feel, huh? Doesn't feel so selfish now, right? Or maybe, feels a little selfish now to expect things like healthcare and a good quality of life when you think about the corporations, right? Think about the shareholders next time you start thinking uppity about humans and people having a life. Like, come on, bro. The shareholders, the stock prices, bro. The market value, bro. Come on, the free market at the cost of everything else. Of course, it's just the warehouses. I think about the warehouses burning. This is a joke, mostly. Anyway, mostly a joke. Now that I got all that out of my system, we can jump into the game proper. This is 1348 Ex Voto. Thank you to Guillotine for hooking us up with the review key so we can try this one out. No, not Guillotine. I'm not going to say it like a goober. Shoutouts to Guillotine. That was nice of them giving us the hookup. This game came out back in, I think, March. I want to say mid-March. So I've sat on this one for about a month. Mostly because, again, when it came out originally, there were some like bugs, some technical snafus. It wasn't the most optimized game ever, I think. And I think it did get some mixed reviews when it first launched. But it's had a bunch of patches since, and I'm diving in to see what it's all about, baby. Here we goddamn go, baby. Meerkat says, yo, let's get the fit. Ooh, we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, let's watch the cutscene first, because I'm guessing there's probably a cutscene. Oh, I didn't look. I assume there's subtitles. There we go. Yeah, there's subtitles.
A fine display. Feet worthy
Boobs?
of
No,
Lancelot
never mind.
himself,
They're boobs.
straight from one of your tales.
Why do you insist we come here when all you do is mock?
We are here to distract you from your sorrows. Besides, nightly practice balances your humours, Aeta.
Ah, the 4 humors, right.
I practice. But I am no knight.
No. No, you're more than that.
Yet I still hear my father's voice instructing me from the shadow of that tree, pointing out my grip, my posture.
It's quite the bowl cut.
Even though he's with my mother.
That is a very bowlular bowl cut.
The loss of their lord. And I mourn for your loss. Rest your heart. It doesn't help to dwell. You'll need to be strong for the days ahead.
Strong? How can I be? Death has grasped this land and... How can I, or anyone, fight death?
Yo, what's up, Aleph? Those are my 4 humors, baby. That's right, buddy.
That we do what we must. And that I have a duty as my birthright.
And your father?
To raise my sword, and to keep fighting. And to not tell my mother.
So...
Yamada. Oh, that's right. This takes place in Italy, by the way.
Arthur. Will you face your end at the hand of your son?
The troubadour does not speak the lines like that, Bianca.
I am not Bianca.
If I'm doing Italian-American isms,
Mordred.
it's to honor the Italian heritage, and not for memes.
Fight or yield.
You will ruin your vestments.
I said. Fight me.
So a knight in training and like some kind of maiden, perhaps?
I was born in mud.
Attack. Yeah. All right. So. All right.
Your strikes are repetitive.
2-handed stance. All right, hold. All right. So sure enough, we got that kind of historical fiction thing going on where this is like how knights would like change up their stances and shit like that back in the day. All right. Probably other stances. Perfect attack. Press attack precisely when you hit to cue a perfect attack. Okay. And more damage cannot be deflected. Wait, hold on. Do I still? Oh, do I still do this one? Uh-oh. Wait, did I click outside the window? Hold on. No, I can't attack. On hit, perfect attack. Uh-oh. I can't click. I'm scared. Why can't I not click? Pause. Ooh. Oh, God. No, did my mouse... My my fucking mouse died. I'm over here like, what am I doing wrong? What the heck? My fucking mouse died. That's actually hilarious. I was like, what's going on? Like, am I pressing the wrong button? Do I need to change up the stance? No fucking wonder. All right, let me do a couple things. Let me plug this fucker in. Let me plug this goddamn shit in, and then we're going to adorn myself with the drip. Apologies for the Windows noise, by the way. Right, casual poop jokes, exactly. Casual poop jokes. As opposed to formal poop jokes, or competitive ranked poop jokes, even. There we go. Yeah, church dress. I was thinking that too, and I think vestments, I think of like a cleric in training. Yeah, now the mouse works. All right, so let me go get the drip. I'll be right back. Shall return, my friends. I shall return. All right. All right, I am ready. Mouse plugged in. Drip acquired. We're all set. We're all set, friends. Is there a casual or a competitive pooping? I wouldn't think there would be, but apparently there is. There's a subreddit for everything. There really is, friends. There really is. That's right. Yeah. Plug my mouse in, and the drippy outfit has been acquired. Haven't actually worn this on stream in a hot minute. The whole goddamn shebang. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. I kind of missed it. Bringing it back, baby. Bringing it goddamn back. That's right, man. That's right. All right. So now that my mouse is pre-plugged in and the adornments have been added to our outfit here, so I can attack again. There we go. So we need to do the perfect attack to queue up. Yeah. So you do one attack, but it's right when you hit. You got to queue up a perfect attack right afterwards. Bop. There we go. All right. How do we parry and dodge? So that's block. Okay. There's a block. Yep. I'm wondering about the parry. Maybe it's the timing. Here, let's try the dodge. It's Alt for dodge. Okay. Hup. All right. It's nice and easy. Hup. She's so angry when she's attacking. She's really trying to fuck with us. Oh, guard break. Attacks fill the boo till it breaks. There we go.
Bianca, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt you?
Way to get carried away with it, bro.
I have fallen. Become the princess of this tale. Oh, my noble.
Oh, like Plague Tale. A Plague Tale Innocence, a Plague Tale Requiem. Different developers, and I think different publishers too, because that would have been a Focus Entertainment or Focus Interactive published game.
That's not fair.
Oh,
it is not.
you done fell for it, homie.
You'd best remember this lesson when I'm gone.
Bianca, life in a convent, it's not the end. Your mother wishes
My mother, who has no dowry or prospect, has no other choice than to send me away. But better these holy vestments than marry me to someone like my father. I'm glad the pestilence took him.
Hey, don't say such things. You speak as if you go to thy grave and not a nunnery. It will be safe there, far from all this death.
It is a pretty game. The animations are a little bit,
Life is hard for peasants.
a little like uncanny at times.
For women.
The faces and the animations, but otherwise it's a pretty game.
But look at me. My path is not that of a princess or postulant, muddied as I am. Will you wait here while I clean and tend to this scratch?
As thou ask.
Meerkat says, I called that shit, bro. Oldest trick in the book.
Such a sunny afternoon. May it ever remind us of these children's games we played together.
Oh, excuse me. It's a pretty humble start. I don't know if there's more to the combat. It wasn't overly complicated. I maybe should have read more about the different stance and what it signifies.
What's happening?
That's not bad, is it?
Did Bia make it back?
If the air is bleeding, blood smoke.
I must get to the town.
Blood smoke is good, right? That's healthy smoke. Now we got animation. So yeah, so you can hold it for like stronger attacks. Cool. Oh, there's other... Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, maybe we can, like, switch out components of our sword events. That's kind of cool. There's trinkets. We started with this one. Use all food to prevent death. Oh, okay. So there's like, passive benefits to it. That's kind of nifty. Skills. Oh, that's kind of neat. All right, so we'll eventually level up, so there is an RPG element to it. Yeah. Yeah, so our bestie is going to be a nun. Wait, hold on. Thought I saw something on the ground there. The downside of playing this with sunglasses is that I will be doing a bit of squinty. Yeah, I kind of figured this would be invisible walls there. I'll be doing some squintification from time to time. Because it is a little bit harder to see. Like this area is obviously very bright, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue right now. But there might be points later on where I might need to remove the glasses to ensure that I can see the good. Especially like if there's like interior spaces and like night scenes, that kind of thing. Jump. Boop. But yeah, so far so good though. Yeah, I'm vibing with the general presentation. Can I just jump anytime? Okay, so the jump is like a little... It's like that's the Dark Souls jump. So sprinting and jumping is gonna be a little bit nicer, probably. Whoop. Yep, made it. And it's not death if we don't make it, because you just be able to just climb back up, no problemo. The sensitivity is a little bit on the high side. Actually, I might see if there's anything cool in there. It'll lower the sense. Controls. Oh, there might not be a way to lower the sense. Gameplay? Not the end of the world, I can just roll with it, but it'd be nice to be able to lower the sensitivity ever so slightly, ever so delicately. Fortunately, there might not be an option for it. Comment. F for comment. Okay. Yeah, good to know. Kind of curious. Anything in this dark, spooky-looking cave? Could they correspond to the four humors? That'd be interesting if they did. That'd be interesting if they did. I mean, there are four of them. Oh! In my mind, I thought you meant the sword pieces. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess there's only 3 of them. But yes, these right here. That, I think, is exactly correct. I think that's exactly correct, Meerkat. Yeah, instantly hits... Yeah, like, on a 2-foot drop. Just instantly gets fucked. And not the good way. Space. We got a loading zone. Kind of an intrinsic loading zone. And the game auto-saved.
No. A raid. We don't stand a chance with so many lost. It is not too late. Do not give up hope.
Never give up. Never surrender. By Grabthor's hammer, you shall be avenged.
We are too few. The pestilence.
Ooh, the plague's taking shit. Yeah, but do be that way, unfortunately.
They would seek shelter.
What if it's a known nation that's attacking? Maybe not nation, but known tribe or clan that's fucking them up. Woo.
What is that red smoke?
Yeah, the blood smoke is a little bit not ungood. The opposite of good.
I'm coming.
Already can see, like, they said the pestilence, like, you can already see, like, there's a... I know, like, our town is dying and everyone's getting murdered and people are getting slaughtered in the streets, but I just want to point out, like, yeah, they were talking about, like, yeah, the pestilence, and then I can't help but notice this, like, transition from green to, like, sad-looking crops, and, like, I wonder if this is an indication of, like, yeah, like, also we're having a hard time feeding everybody. Maybe I'm looking into it too much. But, you know, in games like this, I do like drinking in the background details and this environmental storytelling, while all of our comrades and homies and neighbors are getting murdered to death, you know, and burning alive. You know, you gotta take a moment to appreciate the simple things in life. It can't just be all about productivity and, like, trying to, you know, be doing all the good shit. Sometimes you gotta, like, take some me time, alright? Is that so wrong? Yes, he's just giving him a nice little nap.
Murderer! You'll pay for that.
Oh, can I just fuck him up? That was easy. And just like that, we took our first life without even a second's hesitation. The guy he killed is dead. Yep. Turns out if you get killed, you're not alive anymore. Lesson learned. Oh, yeah, she's looking dead too. Yep, sorry. Sorry about being dead.
The others must have fled to the church.
The bell tolls for whom? For whom does the bell toll? And I guess we probably want to follow the blood smoke. But, once again, exploring though, bro. And finding, like, the trinkets and the shinies, bro. But the shinies.
A little lordling. I'll have that fun.
Come then. If you want this, take it.
So once you lower their guard, okay, they eventually do... Oh, whoops. They do eventually bring it back up again. Wait, how do I duck again? Or a block? Crap, I can't remember how to block. It's not... Oh, there, that is it, okay. Now, do we have a block meter? Yes, we do, I see. Ouch. Oof, I'm getting fucked up. So when your block meter goes down... Oh shit. Oh, it's not alt, it's not space, it's alt to dodge. So your block meter can go down just like theirs. You have to kind of manage it as you would expect to.
Another guard. A little lordling. I'll have fine sword.
Come then. If you want this, take it.
It seems like once you break their guard, you can really fuck them up. It also seems like parrying. Oh shit. There we go. Seems like parrying. Well, actually, I don't know if there really is a parry. Seems like blocking is parrying. I don't know if there's like a perfect parry option necessarily. I did take the one hit. But yeah, it seems like if you block at all, there's really nothing else to do other than blocking. It does. That's to heal. Oh, I see. That's our Estus flask. Cool. Cool. You use Q to heal. I don't know if it heals only one or if it heals a bunch. This is probably the correct direction. And you know me, I love going the wrong direction first. I'm gonna go back the other way. See if there's anything else to be found. Apples. Yes, that's our food pouch. And once again, you know, everyone's getting murdered in the streets. Pillaging, murder, maiming, dismemberment, beheadings. Better take a moment to grab a sandwich. Grab a little snacky snack. I'm no use to the world if I can't, you know, defend on a full stomach. Oh, okay, well, there's nowhere else to go.
Set fire to the barricades.
Alright, well, turns out there's one way forward. I was thinking, like, this looked like it was the more, like, correct direction. Like this way. Yeah, I was asking earlier, like, if there was any particular rival clan or rival nation that could attack us. And Meerkat points out, bro, at this point in history, everyone was just murdering each other, so that sounds about right. Yeah, it's not overly complicated, which is good. It's not overly complicated, which I appreciate. And much like a lot of, like, Dark Souls inspired situations, not to say this is, like, directly Dark Souls inspired, but, you know, you see any sort of system that involves stamina and, like, poise, that kind of thing. A lot of us think Dark Souls, obviously. So it's a matter of, yeah, kind of managing how much of your, like, yeah, your block meter, your stamina meter, basically, is doing versus theirs, and gauging your distance from the enemy and your pacing. Just kind of the rhythm of combat. Takes a little bit of getting used to. Oh, I see. To climb up, yes.
Oh, come on.
If you're getting forced from home. Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad idea, too. I mean, on the one hand, I understand being like, oh shit, this is an emergency situation. I need to drop everything and get going. But also, yeah, to Meerkat's point, you know, hey man, a little bit of, like, self-preservation goes a long way in a situation like this. I'm gonna, like, get a running start. Hoop. Hoop. There we go. Not the most involved platforming ever, that's fine. Looks a little rickety. I'm kind of surprised it's doing as well as it is. And of course, again, playing Dark Souls inspired games, I want to break all the barrels.
The bell.
Don't work that way.
Falling silent.
What's that one? X.
Beg thee, do not let it be.
I think that means I'm already full, so I'm gonna eat.
There
we go.
Grapes is heavenly.
So one eat, I think, restores 1 health, maybe, or maybe it restores you to full, but probably one health blip, healthy blip.
What have you done?
Yeah, seems like there's really no difference.
Enough of this. Get rid of it.
Ouch.
What did you do?
We gotta remember, alt is for dodging. Nice. Ooh, there you go. Do the charge attacks. That's something I should have done earlier. Yes, just walk right into me, bro. Ooh, there you go. Now you fucked up, son. Oh, the headshot, bro. I was gonna say, can I go for the finisher? No, he's already dead. You are already dead. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, it's really not too complicated. And hopefully it looks like nice and cinematic, because like when I'm pulling off those moves, it looks really fancy schmancy. It's just one button that I'm pressing, obviously, but I'm hoping that the cinematicness of it is deeply satisfying. Oh shit, are we the only one left, bro?
Everyone.
Oh wait, no, maybe.
Bianca is not among the dead.
Oh, never mind.
Where is she?
Where's our girl? Where's our homie?
They violated Sanctuary.
Paper to unlock. Really? Collect paper. Wait, am I teaching myself how to read? I mean, we are a woman in medieval times. And I guess talking about historical accuracy, they probably didn't train a lot of female knightesses. Not a lot of lady squires probably back in the day. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume that probably not a lot of that kind of thing. But yeah, it's like, well, if we're using paper to level up our skills, it's like, well, I don't know how inaccurate that would necessarily be. That's probably the way we need to go eventually. I feel like I should not breathe the smoke in. That's what they'd fled, yep.
My pack can't hold more.
My pack can't hold any more meats and cheeses. So they might have been Germanic in some way? Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. The flails and... Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably not wrong, Mr. Meerkat. I think a lot of times in games like this, they're not going for like... I mean, we know this game takes place in Italy, but... And I guess it takes place in 1348 specifically. I'm not sure what Ex Voto means or would translate to, but it wouldn't shock me if they weren't going for like, oh, this was to like coincide with this one specific conflict with this other country. It's probably more nebulous.
I was too late.
Being like, you know, some fuckheads fuck this place up and you're all that's left. You're all that's left. First name X, last name Voto. Middle name 1348.
Any survivors?
We're heading. Alrighty, Rudy.
You'll die for what you did, Kerr.
Stay.
Oh, you fucking... You can, like, interrupt them when they're beginning their attack.
Gigantic, too.
That's the way to do it, man. When they raise their arm to attack, they can't block shit. That's when you fucking strike. You fucking do it, baby. Alright, is there a dude just hanging there? Okay, I thought there was just a dude standing there. It's all dark and scary in here. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't know about history and a lot of historical just times in human history that I'm pretty out of step with. And yeah, 1300s Italy is one of them. Is one of many that I'm a little bit wobbly on. I'm gonna guess that's the way we need to go ultimately. Looted the whole kit and caboodle.
Not a scrap is left.
Now that we know that paper is used for gaining experience, I am looking for extra secrety things. That looks very encouraging. Is there another way this way? Yes. Yes. Cow brown cow. I never found this though. And of course, I already have all the food in my knapsack that I can carry. Sure, I can't just like grab another sandwich or something. Just a little bit, a little something. That's fine. I wonder how long canonically we were away for this to all have happened. Because we know we were training with our buddy Bianca, having a nice old time. Frolicking and giggling. And training. The implication that this might have been a pretty quick operation. I can't break this down, can I? Nope. Is there something there? Oh, just food. Okay. The X on the door. Okay, this feels like the correct direction. I'm gonna go check the other way then. Oh, something?
Each day,
Each day, new marks.
body lost.
Oh, I wondered what that meant.
Was the pestilence not
That means the plague has taken this place. Or either taken someone from this place or taken the entirety. Oh, we got an autosave. All right, that's how you know. That's how you know. All right, so I'm gonna go this way first. If that's autosave, that means that's the correct direction. I'm assuming the bubonic plague. Talking about any sort of plaguear situations, I just assume the worst. I assume the big one. The not good one. You know, that one plague that wasn't good? All the other plagues, those were great, but this was the one plague that was not good. I'm gonna remove my sunglasses because I can already tell this is gonna be like a very dark area. And I can't, I'm already struggling a little bit. Can I just make that jump? Oh, never mind, no jump. Just drop down.
This was the first household of pestilence.
The first house of the pestilence visited.
Troubadour, his wife.
And here I am, diddling about in it, breathing in the pestilence air. Now, some of you might say, Alex, the bubonic plague was terrible. But to that I say, bubonic plague? Boob-onic plague? I'm just asking questions. Actually, I did not ask a question, I just made a stupid comment, but... Just saying there. I'm just saying. Alex, what are you saying? Is the correct response to that. They're doing all that. Okay, so that just gave us the extra stuff. Cool. Cool. Someone in plate armor. Yeah, plate armor, mildly trained. At least it's something. So I think we determined it's gonna be up this way then. Or no, I think it was this way. I think that's where the autosave happened. No, I'm going the wrong way because I'm stupid. Yeah. Yeah, if nothing else, yeah, if it's just, if like, we step into a situation like this, yeah, we'll probably be a little bit more prepared, like you said, some peasant just swinging a club. Some random person, at least like even if we're not like a fully trained knight, like we're at least up, we've got a little bit more than just some commoner. Some peasant. Yeah, I think I can put the sunglasses back on. Future's so bright we gotta wear shades inside, baby.
I'll not let you harm another soul.
Oh, okay, I was hoping. Oh shit. Oof. There we go. I did take a couple hits there, but the good news is we got lots of food near us, so I'll do a little eat. Yeah, it is indeed 1 eat per heal. On the one hand, literally a third of humanity died. Literally, Alex, humanity was brought to the brink. On the other hand, it does have the word boob in it, so... Damn. Who's to say? I'm just fucking around, obviously. Of course I'm fucking around, for once. A rare moment. A rare moment of fuckery. At first I was like, damn, that's a lot of blood. Then I was like, oh, it's probably wine. Probably not blood, it's probably wine. I'm out of food. We could go back and get some, but we'll probably be able to find some, either, if not here, at least pretty soon here. Don't think we need to, like, scrounge necessarily. How do I go out of my way for that shit? He was trying, they were pounding on this door right here. Yeah, so let's check that one. Anything else here? You know, talking about games where there are... Actually, I'll stop talking for a sec.
Ayata? Oh, thank the Lord. We heard the bells. No, Bianca's not with us.
I must find her. Keep safe. Keep the door barred.
Yeah, anyway, I just killed a bunch of dudes. She's actually doing a pretty good job about the whole situation. I mean, presumably she probably hasn't killed before, but she's, you know, handling it pretty well. I think a lot of us would be like, oh man, this is a lot, but she's being a fucking G about this, honestly. But no, what I was going to say is, you know, when it comes to games where it's a tower hen too, where like there's this aspect of some kind of awful and insurmountable plague taking individual houses and seeing them marked. I'm of course reminded of Pathologic. That's still a game I need to get back to. That is still on my list Farsight, if you're still listening in, that you'll appreciate this. I did get a review key for Legacy of Kain Defiance, the remaster. And I'm like, well, damn, I want to start that one, but I want to get further in at least the first game as well.
I should save this for later.
So on the one hand, oh yeah, give me the meats. The meats is and the cheeses and the apples. So on the one hand, Pathologics is still like on my list, but now I'm like, well, damn, now I might bump up more Legacy of Kain shenanigans
My pack
before I start Pathologics. So like all these games I like want to add to, all these things I want to just shovel back onto the backlog, keep going up more and further and further.
What's this then? A knight?
I wonder if there's a way to toggle different targets.
Speak.
Oh yeah, there we go. So if you tab, what is it? Was it tab? Was that it?
My sword.
Something let me toggle. Or I guess it's like free. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like a free target basically. Ow. Hup. 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 Ouch.
You runt.
This guy's like very blocky. He seems like he's exhausted. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think that's the key is like if there's super blocky, just find an opening. Oh, I dodged early. Thanks for not interrupting, by the way, while I'm murdering your bro. Also, thanks for not blocking that one. Thanks for being a cool guy about that. Oh, I'm dead! I was gonna say, they have a smaller blade, so they're gonna have a harder time, like, blocking properly and not losing all their stamina. But also, he fucked my shit up. Yo, what's up, Ryan? Yeah, this was Casual Friday in the office. Casual Friday in the office. We go pretty hard when it comes to Casual Friday. We got Aaron. What's up, buddy? Aaron, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we get to go check out Sonic Cafe over on Delmar. It's gonna be fucking sick. I'm excited. I appreciated when Helen shared. She was like, all right, listen, Aaron has said that we're not showing up 4 hours early for the Sonic Cafe. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's understandable. Good to see you, bud. You're going to the Sonic Inflation Cafe? No, Farsight, that's for the after hours. It's the Sonic After Hours experience. Now, during the day, it's the normal Sonic Food Cafe. But in the 18+ past midnight hour, that's where it gets weird. More Crab Fight 2. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. And yeah, at some point, it'd be nice to get back to that one for shoresies.
Speak up.
His blood is on you.
Cut your tongue.
My sword.
It's a shame you can't move while you're charging, but I guess I kind of get it.
Ah!
Yeah. Get fucked, idiot. Good. I'm glad he's dead. Oh, I thought I could reach him. Gonna say I should be able to break through as long as if I'm like timing my hits and my tits. Damn it. Shit. If I'm timing my hits directly or deliberately. Can I heal? I cannot. Oh, I can heal during combat. Cool. It's a little deceptive where sometimes it seems like if you're able to begin the attack right as they're beginning their attack, it seems like you can break their attack pattern and interrupt their animation. But I think when they begin their animation, it's almost like it's coming at you faster than you think it is. So in that particular case, when you're trying to get in front of their attack and attack and like hit them like after they've dropped their guard, but before they can follow through, it's a little bit tighter timing than I expect it to be. But I think it's a matter of just kind of getting used to it.
Father, you have taught me honor and respect. Watch upon me now. Let my sword strike true. Mother, you have given me the courage to be myself.
Sonic Subway? Don't you mean, what is it?
On this forlorn journey.
What series is it? Is it Spyro? Is Spyro Subway? Is that the fucked up one,
Those that I
Meerkat?
have failed today, may I one day be worthy of your forgiveness.
I know about one of them. I want to say it's Spyro Subway. That's like really fucked up.
You are all that is left to me. I shall save you.
Now the question is she dead? Or just taken? I think she's just taken.
I vow.
Oh, got loud for a second there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got an achievement. Complete the prelude. Not prologue, prelude. I know what that word is because of Ocarina of Time, the Prelude of Light. Meep, 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 meep. Let's continue. No, wait, are we like still covered in blood? No, we're not. Okay. We fought a lot of dudes. We killed a lot of broskies. And we're like some punk-ass teenager killing some grown-ass men. Now, granted, I died a couple times like a chump, but you know what I mean. It's all relative. Herbs. Oh, so we lost all of our food. Oh, I guess I ate all of my food because I got my fucking face slapped around by those dudes. Kidnapping would have been... Yeah, honestly, that would make sense. Would have made sense, unfortunately. Because, I mean, honestly, they would have been like, oh, damn, I guess murdering nuns and nuns in training probably, like, you know, is generally... I mean, you know, a lot of these places I didn't give a shit, but, like, some of them would have been like, well, some things we feel kind of not good about, so we'll just, like, fucking abduct them and force them into our clan, just call it. Hiya! I was thinking maybe I could, I don't know, have some kind of interaction there. Or a rich uncle. Oh, for like an honest-to-goodness ransom. Hadn't even thought about that, too. I would assume with a village like that, probably not a lot of rich people, but I know what you mean, though, Meerkat. Try to exploit a situation. This reminds me a little bit of a game we played late last year, or maybe it was early this year. I can't remember what it was called. It was a third-person action game, kind of like this one. Had visuals
Mother would have loved
of a similar fidelity. Similar fidelity where it's like a small developer, but the game looked pretty nice. Like, pretty darn good. Can't fucking think of the name of it. It was like a brother and sister duo. And you were primarily playing as the sister, but in the intro you could play as the bro, but he gets abducted. Or taken prisoner. By the big baddie. And you end up teaming up with some other dude that makes these cool gadgets. And I can't fucking remember the name of that game. But there's a bit of a common thread just with the presentation style. And with that game, I streamed it for a good couple hours.
not too cold. Oh, it feels
And I enjoyed it. Actually, what can I... Will I just die? By going... Oh, I think it was... Yeah, this is invisible walls. Invisible walls. Yeah, I remember being like, I enjoyed it, but like, it was a little bit... Maybe just a slight bit generic. Like, I didn't like dislike it, but I didn't love it. It was like, it was good. It was solid. I have a sneaking suspicion that this might give me a similar kind of deal. I mean, unless the story like really grips me, and it's like pretty interesting so far. But this might be one of those where it's like, it's good. You know, good just in general. But maybe not necessarily it's gonna like blow any brains.
If only I had a horse that pranced as finely.
I'm prancing so finely. Oh, now that's awfully deliberate and specific. Interesting. So, of course, picking up herbs. Herbs aren't as, like, tasty and juicy as meats and sausages and cheeseums. I'm gonna guess that's the direction we want to go. And this is probably a secret. Cave looks very spooky and secrety and very... very squarular, very cubic. Probably not a natural rock formation, this.
This grotto is ancient.
Honest to goodness grotto. Oh, behind the waterfall, bro. Behind the waterfall, that means it's a video game, bro. Behind the waterfall, video game confirmed, man.
A shrine to a Roman god or one much older.
Anything I can pilfer for my own needs?
Glass.
Sunstone.
No, it's too rough.
The trinket, okay.
Or sunstone.
Yeah, the story I'm interested in. Like, the gameplay is solid and the combat is fine. It's not, like, amazing, but it's certainly not bad. I'm definitely curious. Western sailors and raiders to find the position of the sun on a cloudy sky. Oh, you have to activate it. Okay, there we go. Limited capacity. So if we're about to die... Oh, in the top. Yeah, visibility of interactions. Sure. Automatically use all food to prevent death. I don't know if I care that much about not dying. You know, I mean, I guess it's okay. I guess it's a nice convenience where it's like, if I'm about to die anyway, I might as well just get all the heals. What about skills? It costs 5. Here we go. Health upgrade. Guard upgrade. So probably more stamina. More food you can hold. I got 25 papers. Oh, you can add more moves to your like more combos, basically. That's cool. One-handed stance, two-handed stance. First light attack is always a perfect one. That's kind of neat. It's expensive. Fortitude. Auditude. Pruditude. Celery. Yes. Oh, the sunstone? Yeah. This little fella right here lets you see the position of the sun even when overcast. That's actually pretty cool. Because the light still shines through. That's actually really neat. So you hold it up and it lets you kind of see it. Yeah. That's actually legit. Because I know compass is right. That's pretty neat. My one treasure. Maybe there's going to be more eventually. Those are locked. So we have attack, and then we have, like, health things. So we'll do health upgrade, yes. Guard upgrade, yes. And then I'll do one of these. I would say, give me that two-handed stance. Give me that shit. Yeah. Then I might even save up for the initiative. Initiative to roll, that is. That's really cool, Meerkat. I appreciate the little background deets. That's pretty neat. Meerkat sharing his big old brain with us. His goddamn big old brain and the knowledge contained therein. Trusting that I won't use it for the worserment of mankind. And that I will not use it to become a supervillain. A bold assumption. So yeah, the cool little cavern, cool little grotto. Couple little trinkets for our troubles. Very pretty. It's a nice sunny day. The sun is shining, the sky is blue, all of our friends and family are dead. It's great. Between the bubonic plague and pillagings and destruction of property and burnification of the people and the churches. It's great. Everyone's having a good time, especially the protagonist here. I don't know if we have to be taking this high road. Oh, okay, I guess we do. We do have to take the high road. Hup. It's a specific kind of mineral. That's kind of cool.
A shepherd's or mason's hut.
I was like distracted just like looking at how pretty it all is. This seems like a place where I'd get to fight some wolves or something. Probably not a lot of humans. Well, I say that. But
This fire is
a recent fire.
A day all too old. The Brigante must be close.
Some papers.
They must be Yanka.
Ooh, maybe the oh, so yeah, maybe we're like happening upon the dudes, tracing them back to their motherland, so I can fuck their shit up. I do like how the little circles point out interactables now, because of that one trinket we got. That'll help tremendously, so I'm not having to scrounge as much. Because scrounging is not as fun. I much prefer being able to see shit. Popping out a little bit better. Less squinty, especially while I'm wearing the sunglasses. Them sunny glasses, baby. Geology Museum, Meerkat. That's impressive. I'm also impressed that you remembered that detail, Meerkat. That's really cool. So again, indicating that there's like there's not even historical, just realistic basis and all these things. It's neat. It's neato. What's up, Unstable? Yeah. Well, you know, that's how it is with when you're a game protagonist in a game like this, right? Because, you know, the sun, we were just saying, the sun is shining, the sky is blue. Such a nice, pretty day outside. And, yeah, in the prelude to this game, I know it's hard to imagine, but imagine a video game where in the prologue, you're like, your village gets attacked and, like, bad things happen to people and everyone's dead. Like, man, that never happens in video games. And it happened in this video game, and all of our friends and family are dead, and, it's great. Hooray! Birdies. And also a couple little pickupable fellas.
The cart destroyed.
Ransack. Speaking of sack, I would like to add the apples to my sack, but my sack
Visions I
overfloweth.
Blood.
What this?
This happened recently. Since the last rains, the owner was ambushed. By the Briganti. At least 3 or 4 did this. Maybe a handful more.
Means... Well, they were saying, she was saying how there was like an ox that got attacked. What's an ox's natural predator? That's right. Antioxidants. That's right. Or rather, I'm sorry. Oxidants, specifically. That's why they're saying, like, if something has antioxidants and they say, like, it's a good thing, that's to get the oxes out of your blood. Because oxes are huge and they can't fit inside of your veins. So if you get oxes in there, you're fucking dead, son. So whenever they say, like, oh, yeah, like, that thing is rich in vitamins and antioxidants, it's like, good. Keep those oxes fucking out of there. Don't want them in my fucking my blood, my brain. I was about to say yes, all of the above. Nope. I found, like, a... and there was, like, a moment in time where I was airborne for a second. Can I jump in the water? Oh, hold on. Can I... What if I... Can I... What, hold on. If I do this long enough... I was hoping I could, like... build up momentum for 12 hours and fucking fly into the sun. Meerkat says it felt like magic. Well, what about Night Lady levitating, huh? Huh? You ever think about that? You ever think about Night Lady just levitating, just on her own? Oh, shit. Oh. Anyway, sorry, I'm just fucking around. That's the place we need to go, obviously. I think the implication is that it's, like, cold, but maybe not cold enough for this to be frozen. I was wondering if I could walk across any of this, but I don't think it works that way. It don't heckin' work that way. This little retaining wall looking thing was, like, obviously built by somebody. Oh, but that road is all collapsed and sad looking. Keep going this way, man. Meerkat says that was egregious. The antioxidant thing? I mean, I'm just saying, Meerkat. If an ox gets inside of your bloodstream, look me in the penis and tell me it wouldn't not feel good. Or, wait, I'm sorry. Tell me it would feel good. Look me in the... Just... I just want you to look at my penis, Meerkat. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to. This is all an elaborate ruse.
This belonged to one of the Briganti. I have found
The brigands. Oh, motherfuck! That was a legit good surprise. Oh, you fucked up now, son. Oh, you're fucking dead.
I have found them.
The briganti.
Briganti.
You gotta say it with the hand thing. I'll eat a little eat of my fellas. Now, he's not like... Oh, maybe he is. I was gonna say, it looks like he was dressed like a farmer and attacking with a motherfucking pitchfork. I'm like, what was bro doing? What was bro thinking, man? I'm legit impressed by that reveal. That legit caught me by surprise. I was like, oh, fuck, they fucking tickled my butthole there. Little butthole ticklage. Can I jump up there? The little baby jump. Just little, just little, for babies. Baby jump for babies. For baby. How is Babby formed? Now, can I do, like, sneak? Can I be, like, sneaky snake? I don't think there's, like, a crouch button. I want to sneak up on his ass. I guess that's not honorable, though. Since we're a knight in training, we want to be honorable and not just, like, fucking fish it up a little bit. Also, he kind of looked right at us.
Who are you? We've no quarrel with you.
You do.
Oh, you do.
And I have much cause.
You got quarrel, motherfucker.
For ambushing travelers. My village.
Ow.
For beer.
Oh, I might just be dead. Ow.
We killed fellow.
Yeah. Looked like he was wearing tidy whities for a second there. Doing the charge attack is much more satisfying. Oh, right in the penis.
Yeah, I'm coming.
5 perfect attacks in a row. Hell yeah. That's me. I'm pretty perfect, all right. Eat some sandwiches. And by that, I mean I didn't have a lot of food in my pack anyway. Oh, and that's a good point, too. It looked like a pitchfork. Just with my sunglasses on, but you're right. It might have been a more deliberate polearm, like the man catcher. Meerkat. Actually, Meerkat, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm gonna go, actually, Meerkat, we are playing as a lady. Therefore, your man catcher would be ineffective against me. So excuse me. Pull out the fucking insufferable nerd voice. Your man catcher would, not be as effective against me. I am no man. Can I open these? Oh, come on, you're gonna give me a cool-looking treasure chest. Can't even crack that shit open. Impossible. Because that's how it works, by the way. Man catchers, they work exclusively because they latch around a torso that is built specifically to not have, that is expected to not have boobs. So therefore, if the man catcher like wraps around and it gets onto a body part that has boob on it, it not only does it not work, it actually, the device shatters instantly. It actually turns to liquid. It melts instantly. According to a thing I just made up. What era could this be? Well, I mean, if I'm just assuming it's taking place in the year 1348. I'm assuming that much.
Tower looks abandoned. I shall have a better view of
But I don't know, like, you know, is it a true representation of what 1348 Italy was like? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I mean, I already know that there's probably, like, I would not shock me if there were people that heard about this game and were like, whoa, 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 what the fuck? A lady knight? A knightess in training? In 1300s Italy? What the fuck? And got extremely mad and were like, fuck this game. Because let's be real, it probably didn't happen very much in history. Did it never happen? I don't know, but it probably didn't happen that often. Like, you know, ladies being trained as knights, knightesses, knightalinas. So I'm already not too concerned about like mega historical accuracy. We did live. So maybe boobs saved the day, honestly. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the meta that boobs good. I know it's a controversial take. A controversial, maybe even provocative take. But yeah, I'm okay with being brave and taking a bold stand and saying, you know, maybe boobs are good. Maybe they're neat. Maybe they're just nice and should be appreciated. But I know it's very controversial. I'm sorry for that vile outburst just now. I guess I can't get up there. Maybe there was like something I could yank around. I was trying to yank things on stream, you know how it is. You know how I do. 1500, 1200, yeah. That's I think a pretty fair range. That cave looks cavernous. You know, like a nice little vista here. Can appreciate. Again, that's so neat. So pretty. Question is that cave the main direct? Oh, there's another one. There's caves everywhere, baby. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I never play games with the expectation that things have to be like super duper mega accurate. I seem to recall that was like a big. Some people at least made a big deal out of. What was it? Battlefield 1? Not like the original Battlefield like 1942, but I think the game was just called Battlefield 1 because I think it was like a World War I Battlefield game. And oh shit, maybe it wasn't Battlefield 1. One of the Battlefield games had a woman on the cover, and she's holding a gun. She's clearly in combat, and obviously, you know, generally speaking, historically, you don't have a lot of ladies in the front lines. So it ruffled some feathers. It ruffled some penises, specifically. Let's be real. So yeah, like when it comes to video games and historical accuracy, it's like I don't really fucking care. I mean, it's neat when something adheres to historical accuracy, but also like I'm okay with historical fiction. You know, yes, historically accurate, but yeah, change some shit around. That's fine. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Did feel a loading zone just now. I felt it. I felt that shit. Will there be dudes to fight or things to explorify? Be up here. Battlefield 1. Was it just kind of okay? It looked pretty. Like, it looked good. I haven't played a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1942 to tell you how out of the loop I am. So I can't pretend to know shit about dick. Or dick about shit. Joan of Arc was a knight? Yeah, I mean, honestly. I don't know if she was, like, officially trained as one, but, I mean, lady fucking, you know, was an ass kicker, so... So, yeah. I don't know much about her, honestly. About, like, her story and about her background. But, yeah, when it comes to fucking badass ladies. Can I grab that one? No. Do I need to eat first? Eat. I can't grab it. It's like there's no E. Oh, there we go. It's like there's a certain distance. I want the herb. I want the herbert. Just didn't love it. Yeah, yeah. I seem to recall it. I mean, it looked cool when I first saw it. It looked neat, and I feel like I had heard mostly good things about it when it first dropped, but it wouldn't shock me if it was a little bit wonky. For time went on. I think I heard that it had a lot of hackers. And I know, a multiplayer first-person shooter with a hackers problem. I know, shocking. But apparently that one was like, particularly egregious where, like, the devs just weren't really able to... Either weren't able or weren't funded to do much to fix it. How it goes sometimes.
The road continues through the valley below, but it looks as though this pass leads to the keep.
More ominous caves. Grab my water, by the way. Bloop. There was a World War II game. Wait, no, I'm sorry, a game, not... Wait, are we talking about a game here, Cat, or a thing that, happened in history? Where there were ladies behind enemy lines? Or, like, or that is fighting on the... I'm guessing you meant fighting on the front lines, specifically. A new pommel.
Would be difficult to hold two-handed,
Cool.
but it is superb for
Bird
balance.
parts. I like that. I like that. I'm a little bit sad I can't use their weapons, like their axes and shit, but our weapon probably is better. And also, we're more trained with it, so it does make sense. I could just drop down here, but I'd probably take, like, bajillion fall damage. So maybe I should avoid the bajillions of fall damage, that is. Unstable says, I played them all, baby. Says, I played all that shit. You have a favorite out of all of them? That's the grippers. That's the garters. Wait, what's the pommel? Oh, that's the pommel. There we go. So, no effect. Has better perfect attack window in one-handed stance. Sure. And more importantly, it looks kind of neat. I'm gonna guess... Yeah, you can see it in the actual game. That's kind of neat. 2142. Yeah, that one looked sick as hell. I seem to recall it didn't sell very well or something. Or like there was something about it that some folks didn't latch onto it for some reason, but it looked incredible. So I remember feeling sad that some had mourned its lack of appreciation. That was a funny little moment just there. It seemed like some folks didn't give it a fair shake, which is a huge bummer. 3 and 4, pretty good too, though. Good multiplayer. I like all that. I like all those things. Alright, so yeah, we're going this way, and I think this is where we saw that little cavernous opening. Oh, 2042, not 2142. I actually did not realize there were multiple, like, future ones then. 2142. Oh, okay, yeah. So 2042 was the one that looked really cool, and yeah, for whatever reason, folks just didn't really vibe with it. Sounds like 2142 probably did do better then. And then there's, yeah, Bad Company. I never played them, but I remember seeing them and being like, man, this, like, looks kind of sick, honestly. It looks fucking dope as hell. Good story, yeah. They looked incredible. They looked incredible, but yeah, like I said, I never kept up with them.
There must be more Guillotine nearby. This does not bode well.
Or brigands. That's such a like medieval times kind of word. Get the brigands out of here. Things to collect. Don't mind if I diddly do. Let me get some apples and some cheesums. I'm gonna fill my sack if you catch my drift. We're loaded up on foodsies. In fact, I'm gonna eat to get me back up to full. Get that full health, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, will we see them coming, or will they sneak upon my penis like that guy did last time? Just grab the apples. Grab the apples, but not crab the apples.
How shall you get past
Ah.
the others?
The same way I shall dispatch you.
Ow. Nice little dodge there. Is what I would say if you weren't a dead idiot. Stupid dead idiot. Probably more where that came from. Ooh, pretty. See that, broski? Just chilling. Chopping some wood, just scratching his balls. You know how it is.
Where is she?
He's got a health bar. He's fancy schmancy. Not even wasting any time. Oh, never mind. That was just his balance meter. In fact, he's a punk-ass bitch. Ooh. Ouch. Whoop. Took a couple more hits though than I meant to, but that's okay. I was looking here to see if he was cooking anything food-wise. Hey man, I see you're chopping logs. Were you also chopping apples and cheese that I could eat to heal myself after taking a bit of a beating there? Oh, it was like a hero shooter. Interesting. Yeah. The 64 for 64, yeah. I could see the hero shooter thing being like, maybe not. Maybe not as big of a thing. Was it one of those where it came out after Overwatch? And everyone was like, oh shit, Overwatch is popular. We need to make an Overwatch kind of thing. I know that was a moment of frustration for a lot of folks where like all these existing shooter series were being like, well, now we need to do hero shooters. It's like, bro, come the fuck on, man. Stop trying to like copy everyone else. You know, that's kind of what happened with I mean, maybe MOBAs to an extent, but definitely with Battle Royales, where it's like, oh good, now all these shooters are trying to turn their shooters into PUBG and into Fortnite, like 4 years after all these other games have already come out. Oh, you tried to jump in front of that one? Oh shit! Yep. I was all ready to fuck that guy up. Instead, you shall receive the fucking. Now, the one thing is that there's not really a stamina meter for us. Like, there's a block meter. But you really can just kind of swing until the cows come home. Like, eventually your combo ends. But there's really... That's, I guess, the one downside. There's really nothing to prevent you from just, like, full steam ahead. Just keep clicking the kill button. And just kind of powering through. So if I could critique anything, I would almost wish there'd be some kind of stamina meter. Or if, yeah, either a stamina meter that runs alongside your guard-ometer, or your guard-ometer and your stamina meter are like basically one of the same. Basically like add stamina to what the meters are right now. Because it feels like maybe I shouldn't just be allowed to attack forever. Because yeah, the combos do pause. The combo, like, there is a break in the combos, inevitably. Ooh. I'm glad it just kind of turned around for me. Ow. Oh, good job missing me, you stupid fucking butt shit-ass butt stupid head. I know, I'm so good at my insult game. You're so vicious, Alex. Think of the children. But I'm just trying to think of, like, if I had any, like, major critiques. And one of them is that, like, the game isn't necessarily too easy. I'm still kind of getting slapped around here. Also, I'm trying not to just do the same thing each time, but I think you could potentially end up in a situation where once you kind of learn the rhythm of how your attacks flow, how to do, like, the perfect timing and the perfect attacks, there's kind of really nothing stopping you from just doing light attack combo over and over, get the perfect timing every time, and you just overwhelm your opponent. There's not a whole lot to stop that, so I think the combat system is definitely not bad, and I don't mind that it's kind of simple, but there's room. There's unfortunately, it gives you the ability to exploit it in ways that I think might kind of diminish the challenge a bit. And not every game needs to be Dark Souls. Not every game needs to have, like, crazy challenge, you know, it's like, that's fine, too, if the game's a little bit on the easier side. But I think I could see it where the combat might start to feel a little bit samey after a while. That was the thing that, yeah, with Battlefield 6, right, and now it's better. That's good. I know there was a time where Battlefield, I think it was Battlefield, or maybe it's Call of Duty, added a Battle Royale either mode to their existing game or a separate game that was like a Battle Royale, and they announced it like 4 years after Fortnite had been out. It's like, guys, you are so late to the party, what the hell? And I heard good things about the Battle Royale thing, but a lot of people were just like, man, this is what they're focusing on, what the hell, bro? They said the keep is where we're going. I mean, that's a keep-looking place, but this looks kind of cool, too. Check it out, baby. Overwatch was 2015, which is honestly wild to think it's been that long.
It must have served the keep, carved out of the rock by the masons who built it.
Now, this church serves their little keep area. That's neat. Sounds like a keeper.
Carve out this cave.
Oh. We got a loading zone just now. PUBG's a good one, yeah. Yeah, I know that PUBG, of course, was, you know, the one that first really landed with a lot of folks, and obviously Fortnite's the big one, too, and I understand they're both good games. I think for a lot of folks, you know how it is, right? When a game first gets really, really, really popular, some people play the shit out of it.
I can feel a strong draw.
Some people play the shit out of it, and then get, like, sick of it after a while. Check that out in a second. That might be, like, a cutscene. So let's save that for last. But yeah, some people play the shit out of it, and then and some people get sick of it, and then there's like that kind of inevitable whiplash where it's like, oh man, the cheaters are a problem, or the bugs are a problem, or the lack of this thing being balanced or imbalanced, or the game just hits like mass what's the word I'm looking for? Mass saturation, and everyone's playing it, and like the fucking 13-year-olds mic spamming on Friday nights and Saturday nights ruin the fun. You know, it's like there's kind of that drop off that happens. But then I think with PUBG, it started to kind of pick back up again. There were more bug fixes, there were more events, and I think now, yeah, it's in like a pretty good place. So I feel like I've heard more good things about PUBG lately than I ever did in like the first couple years of the game's launch. Because like back in those days, you would always hear just people being like, yo, this game fucking sucks, but they would continue to play it. I fucking hate this game. Continues to play it for 12 hours over the weekend.
I shall give this to Bianca, along with her ex voto.
Ah, an ex voto is an object, or well, maybe not an object, but like something specific. Battlefield had one. It's just okay, just gets stale. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Alright, so really can't go up that way. Alright, so let's go check what that little bonus area was. It might be main area somethings. It might be just a little bonus like secret thing. Hard to say. All I know is when we got to that second floor, we did hit some kind of loading zone because I felt it. I felt it in my penis.
Someone must visit. Recently, too. I wonder if the priest and their
Children ruin the games, man. They also yearn for the mines. They yearn for the mines, so let them tell you otherwise. League of Legends players, which is to say hating on the game and shit-talking it and continuing to play it. Unstable, I've heard so many very funny but very kind of sad things from people I would describe as recovered League enjoyers. Recovering League enjoyers. I don't mean addicts. I don't mean like people who like ruin their life playing the game. I just mean people who enjoyed the game and they were like, wow, this game is making me a less happy person. I'm gonna stop playing.
No one has trod here in an age.
Even fully aware that like they hate themselves and hate the game, they like continued playing for years or at least like longer than they meant to. And then after a certain point had to like cut themselves off. It's weird because League and Dota 2 are obviously the big MOBAs, and they're both some of the most played games of all time. There was a period of time where League of Legends was the singular most played game in the world for like a few years in a row, I think, and it wasn't even close. So, like on year after year averages, that is, and year after year numbers, just pure player count. It was fucking nutty. So, I guess it's maybe not that surprising that I know more recovering League enjoyers than I know Dota 2 enjoyers. And most people who know about League have opinions on Dota 2. Some of them like it more, some of them like it less. Oh, I didn't notice. So it's bizarre and kind of funny to me that, like, yeah, League of Legends has this, like, just fucking rancid ass, this awful reputation amongst people who hate the game and people who enjoy the game. And yet, it's the only one that people shit talk. When Dota 2's right there, like, that's the rival game. Shouldn't you hate on that one as well? But that one never really comes up in conversation. But I mean, I guess that's the thing. The player side, the community size for Dota 2 will always kind of pale in comparison, I think is the idea. By the way, let's take a look at that cool new sword thing we found. I think it was new hilt. Grippers. Recovery time? Sure, I'll take that. Recovered League players, yeah. The Methadone Clinic, yeah. Yeah, no, and I don't say all this to be like, you know, to be like fucking dismissive or like snooty, because I never got into any MOBA. I would play, like, I had a couple friends where, yeah, League was the game they played.
These books.
I think everyone has either been in this situation or they've seen this with someone else they know or are friends with or are related to, where they'd be like, you'd be like, hey bro, what video games do they play? Or like, hey man, do you like video games? And they'd be like, oh yeah, I love video game. And you'd be like, wait, you mean you like video games? And they'd be like, no, I play one game. It's League. Or, it's not always League. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I play one game, it's World of Warcraft. I play one game, it's, you know, Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, what, you know, what have you. So, there are people that I've known in my life that play video game. One singular game, and it's not always the same game. Sometimes it rotates. But they'll go months at a time playing video game. One. And yeah, I have a couple friends where, yeah, they went through like years where they played video game. And that one video game was generally League with a couple of, you know, ins and outs. So and I would play with them. I think I've played League like 3 times in my life. Like, you know, go over to the LAN party, go over to hang out with them, and they're all hopping on. What am I going to do? Not play with them? Of course I'll play with them like a round or two, but I just could never get into it. I played like 3 separate occasions for like half an hour each time. And each time I was like, I'm just not really feeling it, man. And, you know, so I'd still just hang out, but it's like, yeah, it's not my thing. But I could tell they got into it. I can tell they loved it. And cool, go with God. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going to be like, this game sucks. How dare you have fun? It's like, no, I don't give a fuck. So I'm never one to judge what people are into. I'm not going to yuck they yum. But I will say, not for Alex. Not for old Hobbit mans. Can I afford any cool upgrades, by the way? Don't have these available yet. Not just yet. I got that 50. Bam, baby. Get that perfect strike. Perfect. I'll save up for these guys, too. I could do the food upgrade, but I'm already having a hard time filling my sack. So, stick with what we got for now. In the prologue, we didn't really have too many issues. Whoop. Oh, hold on. Was there... Oh, hold on. What did I do? I did something. Oop. Oop. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I think I found, like, an invisible wall. So right now I can't move. I actually can't move. I wonder, is there a way to get into this forbidden land? I can jump out of it. There we go. I can jump out. And then we, like, climb on something. Yeah, like, I'm wondering if something funny will happen. If I go into the forbidden lands. Or if I'll, like, skip 12 hours of the game and just auto go to the credits or something. Or if it'll just kill me if I drop down to the forbidden lands. Hey, what's up, shock value? They're one brother. Yes, a man of many word. Yeah. I understand. I had a couple friends like that in college. RuneScape, man. Yeah, I have a couple friends where they either used to be into RuneScape or they've rediscovered it and have that kind of constantly in the rotation. I don't know as many folks nowadays, though, that play video game. Most folks I know that used to play video game do more variety because I think they burn themselves out. And also, like, we're all older. I think it's easier to play video game when you're in your 20s and you have, like, you know, you can just fucking kill an entire weekend grinding out a single game with the homies and just kind of vibing. You know, smoking weed, like, fucking just doing your part-time job or what have you, you know, while you're in college or whatever. And yeah, you got your one game to wind down to. Like, I get that. I get the appeal. But I think it's harder to do that when you're in your 30s. You know, there's more responsibilities. And also, like, some League games, I think, at least, can go on kind of long. I remember hearing instances where my homies I'd, like, see a friend of mine at work or something like that, or in class, and they'd be kind of tired. They'd be like, yeah, man, I was up till fucking 3 a.m. playing League because I didn't want to end on a loss. We kept trying one more game, and we just got so tilted.
Where are the guards?
So,
The servants.
no guards, no servants. It's quiet, too quiet. But anyway, like I remember hearing about that kind of shit. And nowadays it's like, bro, some of us have like an hour, maybe 2 hours tops to be able to play games, and it's like, nah, man, I'd rather like chill out with something, not play something that's gonna make me miserable.
Sealed.
Get my blood pressure up.
That is a bad sign.
So I think that's another reason where, like, at least for the people that I know, there's less singular focus and more, like, variety.
Why leave a horse behind? Did the pestilence
More
come
variety
along?
gaming. I was gonna say, could it be pestilence? I sure hope not. And also, you know, back in the days, of League of Legends or, you know, Call of Duty, like the ones we're talking about, there were just fewer games out. Nowadays, you know, you got the Switch, you got the Steam Deck, you got all these like handheld gaming options. You can game on the iPad with relative ease. There's a lot of really good games that have been ported to iPad and ported to mobile and tablet games. So it's like there's other ways to play games other than just popping on the desktop. So I think there's just more avenues for it. We were talking just the other day how back when a lot of us, well, I'm a fucking graybeard over here. I'm one of the olds of the internet, and you know I'm closer to my 40s than I want to admit that I am. I'm one of the olds of the internet, so I remember the olden days, and I remember, yeah, fucking N64, PS1 era, there were just fewer games to play. The world was a smaller place in that sense. Nowadays, there's so many fucking games, it's hard to keep up.
I see someone as dangerous.
Project Zomboid for 5 months, Meerkat? Yeah, buddy.
Not one of my
That's a good one, too.
But a knight's errand. Declare yourself.
My name is Ayata, mio signore.
These are dark times. And I am in want of a retainer. Why, I shall put you to work tomorrow, manning my castle walls.
Are you drunk or, like, brain rotted?
You honor me, mio signore. I have sworn an oath. I am on a quest and in need of aid. As the steward of this land, could you tell me of the Briganti hereabouts?
Brigante.
You
Sorry.
These vermin.
Can't help it.
You have the demeanor of a milksop babe.
Good voice acting. Some EDF, Meerkat? Dude, I'd be down, man. I'd be down someday. Get some EDF action.
You have come all the way from Chitra.
Itra.
If my ears...
I'm not going to do the hand thing every time, but I will do it frequently.
That is true. I have tracked them for 30 days and nights to the mountains. They razed my town. Kidnapped a postulant, my friend, Bianca.
I see. It is love, then, that binds you to this oath.
Maybe more than just friends? Mm.
We have common cause. You seek vengeance on the Briganti who took your postulants.
I seek to rescue her and bring those responsible to justice.
I see little difference. For your sake, though, I hope she still lives. Villains have no honor when it comes to women.
We sure this guy's a good dude and not a villain himself?
Tracked your quarry to my lands. I presume my own woes and yours are the same. I shall tell you of these outlaws, and you shall defeat their leader and end the threat they pose.
If they have harmed Bianca or other innocents, then it is my sworn duty.
Then we
She said duty, by the way, just FYI. Make sure you didn't miss it.
The ninth circle of hell is reserved for traitors. Our common foe were once my own vassals. I protected them, as is my duty, as my father did, and his father before him. Only for them to break this trust, to abandon this place, stealing all that they could carry. Pestilence, pestilence, they cried. What a feeble excuse for betrayal. Swear an oath to me, and I shall tell you where these treacherous curs lair. May they freeze in
Yeah, I'm with you, Meerkat. That was a weird thing. He was like kind of giggling at it. It was exactly a laughing matter. Got the achievement for Chapter 2, baby. Shockface says, yeah, Satisfactory, Elite Dangerous, and the Dune Awakening game, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so definitely, like, focus on some of them, but EverQuest in the day, yeah. Yeah, I think in your 20s and your teens, for that matter, yeah, it's easier to, really grind out certain games for months, maybe even years at a time. I mean, Lord knows, I've spent more hours on Diablo 2 than I can count.
The Lord said the camp was at a tower further upstream.
Wonder what oath we had to swear to him specifically. I guess just fucking fuck him up, basically. Fuck them up in his honor. And in his stead, because Lord knows he's probably in no position to do it himself. You know, Diablo 2, fucking, like, I don't know, like, original Counter-Strike, like 1.6. And no, I don't mean like the 24/7 DE dust maps. I mean like the goofy custom maps. I was never any good at Counter-Strike, but I still enjoyed the vibes. I still enjoyed the custom maps. Some of the cool servers that had some like really cool people in them. And I didn't really have much interest for like getting good and playing like, you know, on the standard maps. I just wanted to fuck around with like the funny maps and just vehicles and goofy shit like that.
I'll have to follow the stream through the
Yeah, like playing multiplayer on, again, Counter-Strike, and games like Red Faction and Unreal Tournament, and some of those that were just really fun arena shooters just pop on and fuck around with. So, no, I totally understand. Totally understand just those days of grinding out those kinds of games and having a good old time. We do need to go up there, obviously.
Yeah,
Serviceable. Oh, I see the deep water. Probably invisible. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I was going to see the same thing back this way. If there were any secrets to be found, they might be around here. Yeah, some shroomy boys. I'll take them. Hope these are the right kind. Only one way to find out, and that's by eating them all as fast as we can. Many mushrooms as I can fit, as quickly as possible. What's this? I can become a fish, clad in shining mail. I cannot go past the waterfall. Nothing behind the waterfall. I'm so disappointed. Right, so we can go up here. All right, so that begs the question of, is that like the right way? Let's see what happens if I try to cross the bridge. Is it just gonna like buckle underneath my plate mail? Yeah, unstable. I was gonna say unstable. I know you're the Zomboid guy here for sure. Unstable is a Zomboid fiend. Unreal Tournament. That's fun. Yeah, Unreal Tournament 04. 04 was the good one for sure. 2004 was the good one. I mean, they're all good ones, but that's the real good one right there. So I'm with you on that one. I love playing the Onslaught maps and the Invasion maps. I love playing a lot of the weird stuff.
I must keep my bearings in these woods.
Away from the stream. Alright, so this, yeah. So the question was, if you go up this way, where does this lead? That was what I was wondering. But maybe all roads lead to the same, yeah, all to the same trail, I guess. Alright, so I was thinking maybe there was going to be a divergent path, but none to be seen here, I don't think. Some Gary's Mod. And like, yeah, the Gary's Mod, like role-playing servers. I never played on the role-playing servers, but I definitely remember doing some Gary's Mod. I mostly just did single player when I played Gary's Mod back in the day. Just fucking around, basically. Or like squatting up with the homies and playing in like smaller groups. That's right, in case they make you sick, you want to eat more of them to build up your immune system. If you eat poisonous mushrooms and they make you puke or make you feel sicky, just eat more of them to squash the sickness down, like smother it so it can't do anything. Since it was, yeah, back when it first launched, I guess like in 2014, 2015. The Zomboid's been around for more than 10 years, which is nutty. Because I remember my friends and I, we picked it up when it first dropped. And we enjoyed it, but it's definitely a lot better now. Like, no question. Definitely better. Or split paths. In fact, we have many to check out. Many to investigate. Although a lot of them do kind of meander. The symptoms will show up faster. That's right, giving you more time to fix things. That's right. You know, it's that corporate-friendly term we like to whip out sometimes. If you're gonna fail at something, fail early and fail often. That way you can recover that much quicker, learn your lessons that much quicker, try something else that much faster. You know, failure is just part of life. So if I'm going to fuck something up, I might as well fuck up quick and easy and peasy.
Yet it feels small, fleeting. Compared
So, and that involves business ventures, that involves poisoning yourself with poisonous mushrooms and potentially dying a little bit. You know, just it's all just part of the experience, man. All just how it goes. Playing some what's that word? Some ARAM. I'm trying to know what ARAM is. Although I feel like it's a term I've heard before. Yeah, I did notice this. Just gonna duck on through this stuff. Oh, Arma. Okay. Yeah, I do know Arma is a big one for sure. I don't know. I don't think I know anybody that plays it right now, but I had a couple homies that got real into it for a bit there. The guiding rules, yes. Fail big. For ours or the old place I used to work, it was fail early, fail often. That was the one they used, where it's like, hey man, you know, failing is just how it goes. But there's lessons to be learned. There's positive things to be gleaned from said failures. They're like, yeah, just lean into it, bro. And I get what they're getting at. I understand kind of the ultimate indication or inclination that they're getting at. Just kind of a funny thing to riff on a little bit. Yeah, Arma will consume you. Yeah, I don't know as much about Arma. I know the mod scene for Arma is fucking wild. I mean, I guess that's where DayZ first popped in, right? Ooh, this looks like a boss battle kind of place. Doesn't this look like a boss battle arena right here? Yeah, Arma would do it. Yeah. 10,000. Wow, 10,000 hours. That's amazing. Reforge. I'm guessing that's a mod, maybe. A bush Wookiee. That's a good term. Bush Wookiee. Our knapsack is just entirely mushrooms by this point. What this?
My name is Ayata, mio
Oh.
signore. I search your woods for my friend.
No, he's not talking to us. Oh, I do see there's like a druid, like above her head right there, like a little a druidic, trinket of some kind. I get like a kind of like a dream catcher looking kind of thing. A lot of branching paths here, and I want to explore all of it. But also, I mean, you know, we only have so much time in the world.
Hanging from the branches. I witnessed Mother making similar once when I was ill.
Only so much time to go around, and also, like, without a map, I don't think we have one. Yeah, no map to speak of. Be easier said than done to track, you know, where I have and have not been. So I'm just kind of wandering. Wandering and meandering. Wandering, but not squandering, if I can help it. Let's try climbing up that one little spot. That's where we came from. So we noticed a tree. There was a little something over yonder. Reforger. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I assume it's a mod, but it's something kind of similar, at least, to the first Arma. Unless it's, like, not at all related with Arma. If it's, like, a separate thing entirely from Arma. I want to follow that path. That looks encouraging. Is there something over here, though? Oh, I think this is where we just came from. Yeah, I think that's where it just came from. There's a little break in the wall there. Its own game. Cool. That's impressive. Yeah, like just a standalone deal. DayZ. Oh, and PUBG started from Arma. No, I didn't realize PUBG started from Arma. That's impressive. That is impressive.
I must be close to the stream.
Close to that stream. I'm watching it right now. Or I'm in the stream. I am the stream. Ooh, a whole bunch of things. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Oh, I'm all mushroomed out. I'm gonna guess that's where we're ultimately going. Should I, like, fuck around a little bit? Let's fuck around a little bit. Now that we found the main path, and I'm pretty confident with it, I'm gonna do a small amount of fucking around. Now, this is a dead end, obviously. I'm gonna fuck around slightly, more specifically around that keep area, because there might be some cool stuff around there. But I think that will be the minimum, or the maximum of around fucking I'll be doing. Because if there's anything like to be found when it comes to trinkets and sword parts and experience nuggets. Oh, like this little druid circle. That's cute.
I dare not disturb these.
Yeah, exactly. Don't fuck with the druid circle, bro. I know better. Actually, what you do is you stand here in the middle, you T-pose for 69 seconds, and you get a boner, and then you follow where your boner is pointing, and you will be blessed. Be blessed for I don't know. I guess until you go flaccid. I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it that far. I just thought, just, you know, just follow the noodle and just everything else will work out for you from there. Yeah, definitely want to explore this keep area a little bit. Although there actually might not be too much to it, really. Yeah, I was gonna say we came from this direction. Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of branching paths, but maybe not so much, actually. Maybe it looked more intimidating and more, like, expansive than it really is. This would be a really good spot to hide some secrets. Some sneaky old little secrets. But maybe I overestimated. Oh, here we go. Too many shadows? I ain't afraid of some shadows. The Hedgehog. Speaking of Shadow the Hedgehog, I'm excited for the Sonic Cafe tomorrow, man. This is gonna be a fun time. Meet up with some friends of mine around lunchtime. It's gonna be a good old time, man. It's gonna be cool. We went to the one in Chicago back in January, and it was fun. But, of course, Chicago in January is very cold. This will be a much more... a much more climate enjoyable experience. Yep. Oh, I thought it was a treasure chest. Nope, just some boxes.
Ayeta, do not play on the castle walls.
Oh, shit. Almost ate shit there. Some experience for our troubles.
But no sign of the hunter. Far safer to hunt boar from a perch.
And...
And the
San Francisco!
priest would tell me this tale.
There's probably more to that song. I don't know the lyrics. I just know there's a song called San Francisco. An old-timey one. There are no blade parts. But some trinkets. No, not a trinket. It was a treasure? Oh, I see. That's neat. Okay, so I'll confess. I don't know if any of this does anything necessarily. But they look pretty. Collectibles. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering what treasures, what that had to do with anything. I'm not sure if there's going to be an incentive to collect them, like some kind of quantitative benefit to doing so, other than I found the shiny, but not gonna complain. Right, well, clearly I've done all I needed to do, or all I really wanted to do with the exploring around here. Found some experience. We're all good in the hood. Let's continue, my friends, on the proper path, which we know is gonna be this way. Some Mountain Blade 2. Very nice. Yeah, I want to be a Viking. Yeah, I know that's a series I've heard good things about. Definitely heard good things about that one. So I've not played any of them, so I can't pretend to know shit. But the little tidbits I've heard have sounded really encouraging. Seems like a cool series. Even like the first one. I know the first one is, I guess it would have been like a contemporary with Oblivion and some of those like Xbox 360 era games. And I think the general consensus is that, yeah, it's probably not as good as, you know, something like Oblivion, but still like did some things really well and something really impressively. And I also think that the modding scene for the first couple of games is like really nutty. Yeah, I've heard that like the Mountain Blade series is very good and like very underrated, generally speaking, compared to games like, you know, fucking Elder Scrolls, shit like that. Oh, I done broke your shit. I'm gonna break your ass. Ow. Ow, shit, right. There we go. It's tricky because the block button is the same as the enter the heavy stance button.
Main camp must be
I think the idea is that the heavy stance button is like kind of not necessarily a guard button. I mean, it is, but I think once you like begin attacking with it, then it turns into you have to do it more as a timing thing to be able to block attacks with it. Because I want to try that heavy stance more often because I think it's very effective and very fun to use. But when it's time to block, it's like I need to like kind of switch my brain accordingly. I was also for some reason thinking there was going to be more stances than just standard attack, and then the the heavy one. And maybe there are. Maybe there's going to be more later on, but I think right now it's pretty much all we got. Keep at it, though. Keeping at it. Keeping on at it. Of course, used some of the food for a couple heals. Oh, dark and scary in here. Why am I beating up all these dudes? Hold on. Was there... Oh my god. I was like, what is going on with our eyes? I saw the weird lighting effect with our eyes. It's probably a thing with my GPU if I had to guess. So the dudes we're fighting are all
This looks to be the only way.
are all part of this clan, or oh, we have to push it ourselves. They're part of this clan or this group. Oh, I see. It's all broken sand.
No, I cannot move.
Oh, I need to. I thought I was moving the beam. Okay, so I gotta move the beam somehow.
If I can
So yeah, there was this clan that attacked our home and like our village and killed all of our villagers and kidnapped our bestie, our best buddy, who may or may not be a love interest. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Hard to say. But what is not hard to say is they've definitely fucking murdered everybody, and we're the sole survivor of our village. And we're on a quest for vengeance, but also to rescue our bestie. Let's click it. Yeah, click. There we go. Now I can move that thing. Nice. And where am I gonna move it exactly? I guess I have to... Oh, over there. Cool. Wrong button.
There. It worked.
Just slide it. No, I gotta get back around. Or I can just pull it. Just yank it. Oh, am I wrong? Oh, maybe you have to go up here then. Okay. Oh, I'm wrong. Am I going up there? Yeah, I guess I don't know where I'm going because I entered through here. Let's do one of these. Whoop. There we go. Let's do one of those. Yeah, so on the one hand, we are just kind of whooping up on them, and they're just kind of minding their own business. But also, they did kill everybody we know and love, and kind of fucked everything up. So I think it's warranted. I was more seeing that one over there. I was like, ooh, that looks neat, but I think you can't actually move the box that direction. That's how it is. Yeah, Mountain Blade's good. I think it's one of those series I know I've overlooked, and I think a lot of the general gaming public has overlooked it in favor of other RPG series. But it's a series I think I would enjoy based on what I've heard. Seems like a solid one for shoresies. Seems like good. What's up, Grim? A 90s rap video? Well, the clock medallion is probably a big part of it. The clock medallion being a very... Well, and the Viking helmet for also. And the sunglasses, I guess. I guess really the whole drip, except for I'm a fucking just bearded white guy. And also the cloak, the Hobbit cloak, probably slightly throws things off a little bit. I was thinking maybe I could like walk across the little log fella. Not crappinin'. The mushrooms, the mushy shrooms. Yeah, exactly. The Beastie, yeah, it's like, yeah, one of the Beastie Boys starting members who went solo and did not succeed at making a name for himself. I was doing a bit of like, I can't remember how it came up, but there was something like a video I saw on Instagram or something like that. There was something I saw that kind of sent me down a rabbit hole of sorts. About, things relating to, like, bands that I listen to and music that I enjoy. And I'm not a huge fan of them necessarily. Like, I enjoy what I've heard, but I've never really dove into their music. But I ended up reading some blurbs about Nirvana, which are really fascinating. I know Nirvana, one of those bands that was, like, obviously crazy popular, crazy influential, still is, obviously. Their mark on music and culture at large is still reverberating to this day. Crack the wall open? No, I can't. Fling. But ended up in doing, like, kind of a bit of a rabbit hole, searching, like researching a little bit on their background, their history. Can't tell which is, like, the main path, so I'm gonna check this one out first. And there was a couple things that I thought were fascinating. For one thing, they had a second guitarist for, I think, their first tour, their first, like, 1 or 2 tours. Of course, they were famously a power trio, guitar, bass, drum, but they had a second guitarist for a very, very small bit of the band. I think it was mostly a touring guitarist kind of deal, but officially they had 4 members for a very small amount of time. Couple things here. And either the dude was fired or the dude quit after their first tour. And they were a 3-piece ever since. I think it was like some combination where, like, it just wasn't working out. And the dude was, like, upset, and also the band wasn't really vibing with him. I think it was kind of a mutual decision, basically. To the water, maybe? The current has it now. I'm gonna assume that's good. Oh, maybe I'm trying to stop the... I mean, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, I'm like thinking, what am I doing that for? I think I could just go across there anyway. Thought that was interesting. They also had another drummer, a different drummer, before Dave Grohl famously joined the band. Because, of course, like a lot of us know, Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters guy, he was their drummer for, like, the height of their popularity. But there was another drummer that drummed for them for like the first, like, album and then some. For the first album and then other things. I confess, I'm actually not sure where I'm bringing this thing. I'm gonna assume that, like, this is where I wanted to bring it, where I needed to bring it. Let's go up this way and see if there's something else that I haven't considered. But why would I fuck with this box without realizing what it's for? But yeah, they had another drummer before Dave Grohl was in the band, and that other drummer apparently, like, was super moody, was hard to work with, and there were just all these, like, they butted heads all the time and just were clashing with this guy constantly. And apparently it was just a general pain in the ass. And of course, let's be real, this is a band fronted by Kurt Cobain, who, you know, famously was not always super easy to get along with either. So the idea of, like, bro, this dude is so moody and such a pain in the ass to work with. Even motherfucking Kurt Cobain said this guy's fucking garbage, get him out of here. When you're too moody for Kurt Cobain, that's how you know you done fucked up, son. I thought that was fascinating. Just little blips, little blurbs of knowledge. It's neat. Warband is pretty good. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one.
Follow the stream.
All right, so that's where we're going. All right, so if that's the correct direction.
The treacherous vermin go to ground.
Treacherous vermin. So that's where we're heading. But yeah, I want to see, like, what am I fucking this box around with? Like, what's it for? And was I supposed to not put it in the water? But I don't know where else to go with it. Gotta be a purpose to all of it. There's probably a secret very well hidden somewhere. Yeah, Warband is good. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. Maybe we gotta get it right here, so I can climb up there. That's gotta be it. Let's do that. They're not gonna just give us a box for no reason. I like how I can't, like, push it, except in a very bishop-looking pattern, only diagonals only, kind of, sorta. Yeah, can't go sideways with it. Got that bishop box. Do I pull? Because am I, hold on, do I, like, go here? There we go, there we go. It's a little weird how limiting the movement is. Oh, God. Probably shouldn't, yeah, probably shouldn't be doing that. There we go. It's a little bit touchy. But that should do it. Pink Floyd, Nirvana, yeah. Yeah, he drummed on Bleach. Yeah, Unstable, you probably know way more than I do, honestly. Yeah, and the guitarist that was their second guitarist, I don't know the guy's name, he was credited on Bleach, even though he didn't play a single note on the actual album. I think he was still credited on the album. Because he, like, I think it was like he somehow helped with funding their first tour or something. Like he did some kind of solid for Kurt and the guys, and as a result, as like a homie move, Kurt gave him some kind of credit on the first album. I think he's also on the album cover of Bleach, because it's like a live photo of the band in one of their shows, and the second guitarist was featured somehow, both in the credits and on the cover. And I think it was like his writing credits were very minimal, even though he played on the tour, which is good, obviously. He like, I don't know, there was like a couple bootlegs where he was, you like could hear his playing, and there was maybe like 1 or 2 demos where he had contributed a little bit. So he wasn't like, he wasn't just a touring guy, but that was like his most known contribution. I think that's the basic gist. And then, yeah, with the drummer, the drummer played on Bleach, and I think was in their first tour, and maybe even, like, sometime into the Nevermind sessions, but obviously he didn't stick around for the majority of them. Pretty sure Dave Grohl was around for the entirety of, or, well, at least for, he plays on all the tracks on Nevermind, which is their, you know, big album. Like that. On the radio show, yeah, I think that's exactly it. Unstable. It's like he like had some kind of connection that kind of gave him a leg up. He had family stuff. Oh, okay. The second drummer, which is Dave Grohl. yeah, he would have been in their third album, their final album as well, for sure. Yeah, because I think once they got Dave, then that solidified the classic lineup as we know it. Old Davy boy. Oh, they brought him in the In Utero sessions. Now, I did not know that. That's interesting. Because In Utero, that was their third album, right? Or am I getting my wires crossed? Yeah, I think it's the third one. Or third and final. So it's cool that they were able to bring him back. I'm glad they didn't, like, completely say, yo, fuck this guy. We hate him. Get the fuck out of here. Nice that they at least maintain some kind of professional relationship. There's the little path up that way. Not always how it goes, as we all know. Sometimes things don't work out. Liberty Bell. Yeah. Well, with Liberty Bell... Or, Liberty Bell? Division Bell. There we go. With Division Bell... Actually, yeah, were there any major light-up changes? I mean, they would have definitely had Roger Waters, as if he would never. They'd obviously had David Gilmour. They definitely had Richard Wright, I think as a full-time member. Because with Momentary Lapse of Reason, I think Richard Wright was, like, a hired gun. He wasn't, like, officially in the band anymore because he'd quit because he was so sick of Roger's shit. So they kind of, like, lured him back where it's like, hey, man, Roger's not here. We could still tour, we could still play. He was like, I'll play on it, but it's like he still didn't want to, like, fully commit. So Richard Wright wasn't or Rick Wright, whatever, the keyboardist. The keyboardist wasn't, like, a full member, but I know for sure David Gilmour, and I'm pretty sure Nick Mason, their drummer, were on Momentary Lapse of Reason, and for sure all 4 of them were on Division Bell. It wouldn't shock me, though, if they had brought other studio musicians in to play on, like, the Division Bell, and certainly Momentary Lapse of Reason. I think they had Guy Pratt as playing the bassist. At least for Division Bell, and maybe also for Momentary Lapse of Reason. I didn't, however, know that... Was it Toto? Was Toto the band that had Dave... Or, I can't remember the guy's name. Prosciutto? There's a drummer who I think drummed with Toto that's known as being like a very, very good drummer. I know Toto is not like the most musically complex music ever, but they had like really fucking good like instrumentalists in their band, like really good guitarist, really good drummer. And their drummer played with Steely Dan, did a bunch of studio work for other bands, and that same drummer did some drum work for Pink Floyd. He played on Mother, off of The Wall. I can't remember the guy's name. It's like Proskuro, something like that. And because Nick Mason is he seems like a cool guy, but not the most like technically advanced drummer. So they had like this very particular vibe they were going for, and Nick just couldn't get it, so they brought in the Toto guy, and he fucking nailed it. Just like how I'm gonna nail your ass. Bah! Oh, right in the penis. Get the fuck out of here. Get that shit out of here. Yeah, Division Bell. Dude, I love post Waters Floyd. I love in Waters Floyd as well. Love Animals, love Darkseid, love The Wall, but man, I'm such a fucking Gilmore fanboy. Anytime where Gilmore gets to like have more energy, I'm like, yes. So I'm a fucking sicko when it comes to the Division Bell and Momentary Lapse of Reason. I love that shit. Is it as good as like Peak Floyd? Peak Floyd, that is? Peak Pink Floyd? Probably not. It probably isn't, but I have a soft spot for it. I also love Gilmore's solo stuff, so I mean, I'm all about it, baby. But yeah, I will acknowledge. That's the thing, though. I love Gilmore's solo stuff, and I think Roger's solo stuff is good. Roger Waters. But oh, dude, I'm such a Gilmore fanboy, bro. I can't help it. His singing voice, his guitar work. I could listen to him fucking doodle around on a guitar and read the phone book, and I'd pay $1,000 for a ticket to that. Are you kidding me? I'd be so down. So fucking down. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, that's the thing too. In the inevitable conversation of what's your favorite Floyd album, I want to say I'm special and I'm weird and I'm unique and say something like Metal, I think is what it's called, or I don't know, or I mean Animals of course is amazing, but I want to say something weird and be like, it's actually Adam Hart Mother, but nah, I think it's got to be Darkseid. I think that's my favorite. I mean, I could be cheeky and say Pulse, the live album, but come on. That's cheating. That's cheating. And that's how I feel. It's like, same thing with, like, Legend of Zelda. What's my favorite Zelda game? I want to be special and say, like, it's Twilight Princess, but it's like, no, of course it's Ocarina. I'm such a fucking normie. I can't help it, man. Of course, I like the one that everyone likes. I can't help it. As much as I wish I could say I was special, so fucking special, nah, I'm a fucking normie. I'm a fucking plebeian. Goddamn plebeian. Roger's just a douche. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. $400 and he wasn't even... Oh, that's brutal. That is fucking brutal. Was that like one of his early solo tours? Roger Waters is a good you think he's a good singer? I'll say this much about Roger Waters. I think he's a brilliant writer and a very good lyricist, like a good poet. I actually don't love his singing voice. I'll say that much about Roger Waters. I don't think it's bad. It's just not my favoritist. And I think part of that is because again, I'm such a Gilmore fanboy. I think David Gilmour is such a good singer. I'm over here like, man, just give him the mic, bro. Roger Waters, the one thing he does really well is he's like such an emotional singer. And like some of the tracks on The Wall, I think work really well because of his imperfections, I think you could say. Like, like the strain in his voice, the imperfections kind of make it feel more emotive. Whereas Gilmour has such a pure, clean singing style. It's almost like too, I don't know, too precise, like too perfect, too pure for this world. Where like there are certain moments in The Wall, especially where I think it works especially better when you have something that's someone who's straining a little bit more. And given that The Wall is a concept album, it's telling the story of this dude who's fucking struggling, and it's Waters' story, it makes sense he should sing it. But even on the earlier albums, it's like, just give David the mic, man. He's the fucking man. Like when David Gilmour sings lead on Comfortably Numb in Pulse, that was the first version of that song I ever heard. Was the version of Comfortably Numb on the Pulse live album, and I loved it. And then I heard the studio version, I was like, well, I like this, but I kind of miss David Gilmour singing it. But again, I'm a fucking fanboy, so fuck do I know. Mario All-Stars, that counts. That counts. It's a game. God damn it, it counts. Yeah, distraught. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, and I get that. And of course, you know, all this is subjective. I know people who are like, Roger Waters is the greatest fucking musician that ever lived, and everyone else can fuck off. I'm over here like, he's you know, he's a good writer. He's definitely a good writer. And I feel that way about Kurt Cobain. It's weird because there was a period in time where you would see these, like, Rolling Stone, fucking, I don't know, Billboard magazine, top 100 guitarists of all time, greatest guitarists of all time. And Kurt Cobain would be on the list. And I'd be like, I mean, he's not, I don't know. I'm not saying that he's like garbage. Like, he could play guitar better than I could, obviously. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Get up, get up. There we go. So like, I'm not over here to talk shit, but I don't think he's a great guitarist. He was an incredible songwriter. He was a natural poet, clearly a tortured soul, but a brilliant artist, like a creator through and through, a creative through and through, but like not a great like instrumentalist, and not a great, I don't think he was a great singer, but same kind of thing. It's like his singing was appropriate, and his voice cracking, his struggling with certain moments kind of added to the song. You listen to Nirvana Unplugged, the MTV Unplugged album. When he's singing Lake of Fire, I think is what it's called, it's a little bit like, oh, bro should have taken it down a couple of keys, because he's really struggling with those high notes. So yeah, like, not a great singer, but also, like, he's fine. But it's like, when he's like top 100 greatest, it's like, no, come on, man. Come the fuck on. You're doing yourself a disservice if we're only talking about, like, names that everybody knows. It's a compilation. Yeah, I know what you mean, Unstable. I know what you mean. Cornell? Yeah. Cornell for sure. Great singer. Great fucking singer. Billy Corgan. I'll admit, I like Smashing Pumpkins, but I'm only kind of so-so on their music. I don't... Oh, here we go. Improve guard damage. Sure. Oh, it's thick. Yeah, fucking thick. Thick and girthy, just the way I like them. Hold on, let me look at my thick fucking blade. Oh, it's fucking girthy, baby. Hell yeah. Yeah, Billy Corgan's an interesting one, because I like Smashing Pumpkins, but I don't love Smashing Pumpkins. I picked up, what's the big one? Melancholy and the something. I got the big one, the big 90s album. And there was like half of those songs on that album I was like, this is really good. And the other half I was like, just kind of so-so. And I'll be honest, I think Billy Corgan's vocals, was like the source of me being kind of on some of them. His singing style is not for everybody. And like, some of it I think is great, but others I was like, not my favorite. I'm not gonna shit talk the guy. I know there's a lot of folks that really love his music, that love Smashing Pumpkins, but I wouldn't say I was disappointed, but I was like, not my favoriteest. But yeah, Chris Cornell, incredible. Kurt Cobain wasn't trying to... Yeah, I mean, I don't think Kurt Cobain would call himself a great guitarist. I'm not even sure if Kurt Cobain would call himself a guitarist. I don't think that's inflammatory to say. I think he would be like, nah, bro, I'm just here to like make music and like be a cool writer. Allegedly, he didn't even like playing his own music. He much preferred playing covers. I think he was like very self-conscious. Like a lot of us, honestly. He's just like me, for real. So, yeah, I think he would, even if he were alive and hear this conversation, he'd be like, bro, I hardly even know my instruments. So I think he would not take himself that seriously, kind of like you're saying, Unstable. He didn't really take it seriously. That would explain why there's like, he plays like one of his, like, okay, maybe not one, but he plays very few of his own songs there. Yeah, just kind of there for vibes. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Would not disagree. He was there for like vibes and for like just an excuse to hang, just to fuck around and play some songs that he wanted to play. Because I don't think they even played Teen Spirit. I think they didn't play any like their big hits. I think they played like a few deep cuts and did a bunch of covers and said fuck it. He's more into the weird shit. Rob Zombie. I've actually never gotten into... Well, I've never attempted to get into either White Zombie or Rob Zombie. I know White Zombie was the band he was in prior, but I've never gotten into or even attempted to get into his solo stuff or the stuff he did with White Zombie. I'm kind of not a huge industrial guy, so I don't think I would vibe with it, but, at some point I might give it a shot just to take a little look-see. Oh yeah, you're backing up in your homie? I see how it is. Yeah, I see you. Back it up in your homie like a fucking punk-ass bitch. Seems like the dudes we're fighting haven't really gotten better yet. Oh shit. Oh shit. See, your meter's looking real sad, bro. Your face is looking real sad. Stab. The power attacks are very satisfying. Not always a good idea, but they are fun. Shing. Actually, not much of a whooshing, is it? Actually, do we have a... yeah, I guess we do have a scabbard. Never mind. Guess we do have one of them things. So I guess there is a whooshing. I thought it was maybe just tied. Tied to our hip. He's kind of washed. I mean, he's old. I mean, we all are. We're all old, let's be real. I have no idea how he performs nowadays. Like, the quality of his performances. I mean, he's probably fine. But also, like, he's getting up there in age, so it's, you know... If we're talking about his singing voice, it wouldn't shock me if it's, you know, not great. Even David Gilmour, who I love through and through, one of my favorites, his singing voice, I think, has aged very well, remarkably well, even. But it has not aged perfectly, so, you know, it happens. As we all get up there. Just how it goes.
Not now.
But yeah, Billy Corgan's more like into the weird shit. Rob Zombie is like, yeah, like is like more like traditional stuff. You're thinking?
Is full.
I would say it wouldn't shock me if some of like Smashing Pumpkins. I'm assuming Smashing Pumpkins is Billy Corgan's main musical outlet. I'm guessing he probably hasn't done like other major projects. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me if some of Smashing Pumpkins' stuff also gets kind of on the weird side. Because again, the melancholy and the what is it, infinite sadness. That album for sure was huge back in the day, and of course it was a concept album. That alone makes it kind of weird. Just kind of by default, like that alone makes it ambitious and weird. So it wouldn't shock me if there was more experimenting going on, and like some more like psychedelic stuff and more maybe even progressive stuff. That'd be kind of cool. And if that is what they were getting into. More into, like, either earlier or later into their career, maybe that's something I should look into, because I tend to like the weird shit. I tend to like the weird stuff. But not all of it. I don't love all weird stuff. Just some of it.
Have all the others fled?
The sausages. Oh my god, so much food. I guess they expected for me to get my ass kicked. My ass kicked. But that's the thing, though. We found some really cool upgrades for our weapons. And we've increased our stats and whatnot. And the bad guys don't seem like they're getting any stronger or, like... doing more I mean, maybe doing more damage, but they definitely don't take more hits to kill. Or, I'm sorry, yeah, don't take more hits to kill. They're definitely dying pretty quick. We've figured that shit out pretty darn well, all things considered. Cutscene time, baby! Yeah, exactly. Kurt Cobain didn't want to be famous. Yeah, you're exactly right, Unstable. I think that's, you know, it's kind of a documented thing. That was part of his undoing, was the anxiety. With fame and the expectations it brought.
Do you grant it?
Bon Jovi is a bad voice. Man, he's also getting pretty up there in age. I have no idea how true it is. Like how good or bad his voice is, but... that shit gets hard when you get old, man. Older.
Yeah, you're quick and free with that blade.
They're kind of overrated. Like I said, I liked about half the songs on Melancholy, but...
we're not criminals.
I didn't love all of it, but, you know.
Murder.
Different strokes and such.
Kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it. I swore an oath.
Have at thee.
Justice.
An oath? To who? Exactly. To God. Our Lady Mary. No. No, that was not your meaning. Not to that craven who calls himself the Lord of these lands. Oh, he must have rejoiced to find someone so earnest.
I've noticed that too, Aleph. Mouth animation. It's a little bit weird. I noticed the same when we played Norse. Oath of Blood. It's not bad.
For him. We filled his silos with grain, his coffers with coin.
The animations aren't bad. It's a little bit uncanny. The mouth movements, the mouth animations, a little bit uncanny. It's like overly expressive, like just a little bit too much expressive at times.
Told us to face our judgment.
But it's not bad though. It's just a little bit weird at times.
Nothing. We did what we must.
Yeah, just a little bit exaggerated.
Raiding. Plundering.
do you know about the cost of surviving? Do you have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I think the voice acting is actually very good, personally.
I enjoyed the things I've done.
And yet you did them still.
He did slaughter the entire village. And took prisoners and shit. Like, I don't really have much sympathy for the guy. Boss battle time, motherfuckers! Bop, 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 bop. Hup. Okay. Hup. Hup. Oh, dodged really. Oh, you done fucked up. Oh, now you fucked up. Click, 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 click. Oh, you done fucked up now, son. Oh, you raise your sword. I raise your fucking dick. Oh, shit. Hup. Oh, fucking interrupted your shit. Oh, I fucking rocked his penis off. Get the fuck out of here. There might be some quick time events. I gotta be ready.
I'm found wanting then. Strike.
Hey, what's up, Chuck? Good to see you, buddy.
Clean.
I have fulfilled my oath.
It's good to see you, bud.
Defeat their leader and end the threat they pose. Do you and your men still pose a threat?
What words or assurance can I give that you would trust?
I seek word of a young postulant. She was kidnapped from my town by your men.
Not my men.
Exactly, Meerkat. Yeah, Alif says you didn't have to do all the killing and murdering, bro.
Violent lot. They stayed in our camp for a time before heading south. Must have been they that raided your town.
Yeah, Meerkat's right. It's like you didn't have to go all out with that shit.
2 weeks passed. They were seen again, heading north with spoils. I did not see a postulant with them, but if they took prisoners, then your charge is with them. I know not where they headed.
Do we trust him? What do you guys think?
Innocence depend on you. So I will spare your life. But heed my words. You and your men have a choice. To make an honest living. Should I learn that you have turned...
No, Chuck, this was Casual Friday, bro. This was I went to the office like this. Not really, but imagine. Imagine if I did. That'd be great. It's just Casual Friday. No, it's actually a channel point redemption. One of the channel point redemptions is Hobbit dress up. New skill tree. Fortitude. Are you playing a lady? You are. It is a lady knight, a knightess. My old haircut. Chuck, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the game, when I first saw like the key art for the game, where it has the protagonist kind of with the side profile with their sword being sheathed, I saw the side profile and I was like, bro, is that Will Byers from Stranger Things with the bowl cut? I legit thought it was that actor for a second. I was like, wait, no, never mind. But Will Byers when he had the bowl cut in like season 2. And we got John Assassin's Creed out here. Ouch. Oh shit. Some attacks cannot be blocked. Right. Oh, get fucked, idiot.
Madness. I'm not your foe.
The knight.
Madness.
I saw the attack.
This is Ex Voto.
Aid you.
The Lord bless you. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Don.
Aeta. Just Aeta.
Apologies, mio Salvatore. I was overcome with righteous fury, having seen my brothers hacked down like wheat.
Who are you?
Surprisingly trusting.
Nobody. A servant of God. I bring his merciful word to those who sin.
And murder them.
Your skills with a blade would be most welcome in our task. Come, we shall pray and recover together. There is a villa nearby.
A generous offer.
Yo, what's up, Todd? Isn't this your office? I mean, it is when I work from home. I do go into the office about sometimes 2 days a week.
I understand.
I did not go in today. I did work from home today. But I did go in the office yesterday.
Our order of Flagellanti would assist a fellow brother, if you would join us.
I searched for a young woman who was kidnapped by the Briganti and taken north. Bianca is her name.
Why, you were doubly blessed. A woman of that name came to join our order mere days ago. Will you not reconsider my invitation?
You...
Think we can trust this guy? He's doing the eyes hidden thing.
The one I know is headstrong and would not willingly join any holy order.
All women are stubborn and in need of much guidance. The sin of Eve makes all her daughters weak to
I
temptation.
don't know if we can trust him, bro. I don't know, man.
But you will
Some shady shit going on here, bro.
follow me.
There are many women not so easily tempted. The Bianca I know is one of them. No. I must decline.
You cannot turn from him. Turn from me. I speak his word and know his will.
Release me. I stay my sword for a holy man, but you test my patience, Padre.
The end of days are here, good night. Demons roam the hills in the skins of...
Fucking knew it.
The Pope has betrayed Rome, and I am your only hope of salvation now.
Getting fucking weird, bro.
Save myself.
Then go with God, my child. When we meet again, may you see the error of your ways and repent. As will that postulant and all other such pretenders.
Now, I don't know if this was a thing during this time, but I know there was a major schism in the Catholic Church. In like I don't know, if it was 1300s, 1400s, I don't know. But there might actually be some honest to goodness historical significance to this guy being like, the Pope has turned on his ways. I am salvation. Like, there was a point where the Catholic Church went like, burp, and started getting weird.
It cannot be.
I think that's where there was like,
Bia.
there were like popes for a couple years there that resided outside of Rome. Yeah, and yeah, I noticed that too. He had the thing wrapped around his hand. I think there might have been other stuff underneath his robes, but yeah, he definitely had the flagellant tools. The flatulent tools, if you will. Yeah, so I can't pretend to be an expert, and I was never raised Catholic. I was raised Protestant. I was raised Methodist.
Her vestment is similar
So,
to this cloth.
I don't know too much shit, but I went to high school in a town that was like mostly Catholic, so I've picked up on some stuff over the years.
What did he say? To come rest at a nearby villa.
I'm out of food, but that'll probably change very soon. That looks encouraging. I do want to explore that. Let's say that looks like main path energy. Let's go check this out over here. Over here. Are we gonna get them chili dogs, baby? Dude, I'm excited for tomorrow, Chuck. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, we'll probably get there around lunch. Well, actually, we'll get there a little bit early, obviously. I will make sure to eat a breakfast beforehand, though, because as much as I love the idea of having, like, fucking fast food for breakfast, nah, I'll be a good boy and have something before we leave. I'm excited, though. It'll be a fun time. Getting to hang out with the homies, bro. Started getting weird and never stopped. You're not wrong. They believe the Pope caused the plague. Ah, interesting. Interesting. So that's like the idea behind the flagellants specifically. What about the flatulence? You ever think about that?
An anchor. Who was
San Clemente.
San Clemente?
Oh, is he missing a head? He's missing a head. Yep. Kind of hard to see in the sunglasses sometimes. What's the thing we just found? Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. It's not a trinket. It's a treasure. Yes, yes. I'm wondering if the little notches, like these little notches here, mean we've missed some. I mean, there's no way this is going to be a 100% playthrough, obviously, but we're being a good boy. Getting a bunch of stuff at least. Where you pray to Method Man. I did see that shitpost where somebody was saying, like, when Mega Man defeats Method Man, that's how he gets the ability to rap. He defeats Method Man. There's actually a rapper that has been around for a long time. Well, not that long, but relatively a long time in like the video game remix circles, like the VGM community and MagFest and like those kinds of like video game music enthusiast circles.
A statue from
His
ancient
name is Mega Ran, and he does
You lost your head.
he does like a lot of like video game inspired hip hop. He's like a video game inspired rapper, and a lot of his stuff is Mega Man themed. So when I saw that shitpost about like, hey bro, yeah, fucking Mega Man defeats Method Man, he learns how to rap. It's like, bro, Mega Ran's been at this game since like 2012, man. He's been at it way longer than that. What the hell? Yeah, with the program, bro. The church has always been weird. Yeah, you're not wrong, Todd. Duck up his predecessor. Oh my. You know, I feel like I've heard about that. Yeah. I feel like I've heard something about that. Yeah. It's like a dog and pony show. They fucking Weekend at Bernie's did his ass. Or the corpse of his ass, that is. Oh. Seems...
Evil has befallen this place.
Hold on. That's...
To do
Like, I'm like, doth thine eyes deceive me?
these poor wretches.
Yeah.
Michael's bed.
That's the downside.
I must find her. I must hurry.
One of the tricky downsides of the sunglasses is they are a good vibe, but there are times where it's like, no, wait a goddamn second. A little bit fucky. A little bit fucky-wucky. Right, exactly. Well, and I don't mean this to say, like, I know I joke about this all the time, because I'm for one thing, I'm not particularly religious, and Catholicism is something that's kind of foreign to me in a lot of ways, because I was never raised with it, and I have a number of friends that were, like, raised Catholic at least, but I wasn't really exposed to it early on, so a lot of the concepts are kind of foreign to me. But I do understand there is this, like, there are tenets of some subcategories, some flavors of Catholicism that focus on, like, you know, a lot of Christianity, of course, does the whole thing where it's like, you know, God forgives, and if you believe in him, that's good, and, you know, do good by him and all that jazz. But I know there's, like, certain subcategories of Catholicism that focuses on, like, nah, bro, you gotta fucking repent, bro. Like, nah, man, you're fucking maybe not evil, but you're a fucking naughty boy, man. What the hell? You gotta, like, you done fucked up. And, like, that's, like, the bigger focus is, like, you being a sinner and you being unclean and unworthy and maybe not unworthy, but, like, you know, it's like you have to, like, not to the degree of flagellation, obviously, but, like, that focus on, like, nah, bro, you're fucked up. You fucked up, son. What the hell? It's like, geez, it's a little intense. And what was it? I think Family Guy was the one where they were trying to find a book to help Stewie with potty training. Oh, like I've sunk into whatever this is. I've sunk into the cement blocks. They're trying to find a book to help Stewie with potty training. And they're like, well, there's the book, Everybody Poops. That's pretty popular. It's like, well, we're Catholic. And he's like, oh, here's the book. It's called You're a Naughty Child. And that's not poop. That's concentrated evil coiling outside the backside of you. So it's like, again, I have no hate in my heart. I'm not trying to say that they're like, that's fucked up or anything, but it's amusing to me as someone who's very, very outside of all of it. I'm over here like, damn, that's one way to do it. What the hell? It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild, man. All right, so I'm just kind of fucking around and dilly-dallying and dillying. Yeah, I do want to learn more about whatever happened here. There's an obvious path out that way. And this looks encouraging, but I think this is a dead end. This has dead-end energy. Yeah, dead-end energy for sure. Try to get him from Mo Game Con, yeah. I've gotten to meet him a couple times. He's a cool dude, but yeah, I also know that it would be quite a bit of travel for him, so I'm not terribly surprised. And that would just be for an appearance and not be for doing a show, which is a shame because, I mean, he's a cool dude, but him doing a show would be like the whole point, obviously. He has a negative view of St. Louis. Oh shit, son. Oh shit. The Pope hates you personally. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Does he hate St. Louis more or does he hate the Cubs more? Because I know he's a White Sox guy. And I'm mostly being kidding. I'm mostly kidding. But I understand that there are rivalries in sports that border on lunacy at times. So does he have distaste more for other Midwestern places like St. Louis, or is he more angry towards Cubs fans? I'll ask you that. I actually have no idea if he's expressed any actual opinions about St. Louis. I mean, I know, like, St. Louis will always be, like, the runt step sibling to Chicago. Chicago, obviously, is just kind of has more going on. Like, it's just a more well-renowned place. Kind of not really a fair comparison. So I know, like, a lot of Chicagoans kind of sneer a little bit. Oh, St. Louis, how quaint, how cute. They think they're people. But I think there's, like, more distaste that Chicagoans generally feel towards others, towards other groups, and when it comes to, like, interpersonal conflicts with their sports teams, I think that's almost a more acute situation. So the question is, do I want to go more that direction, or check out what is presumably the main path? The main path seems like it's more like more gonna lead to something. This feels like a loading zone. So yeah, let's leave that for later. Let's follow this. Let's tug on this thread, see what happens. It's complicated. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Of how Crassus punished the slaves. But to see it, there's so many. May their ordeal have been swift.
Not terribly surprised. Yeah, it's a little bit messy. Such is life. They love you. I can definitely kind of follow that little underground area. Yes, yes, indeed, quite. There's a lot to explore, and I wanna see the goods. I wish to see the goods. Can I drop down there? Let's do this. Yeah, you can definitely get back up. I'm pretty confident on that, so I'll drop down here. Yep. Can I climb back up here? Yes, yes I can. Yeah, White Sox fans towards Cubs specifically. I don't know if the Cubs fans have are in it or what's the word, have it in for White Sox fans. Well, I don't know if it's two directional, if it's bi-directional, but I do understand that there are some sports teams within the same city.
What was that?
There's something I should be seeing. Well, I'm gonna keep exploring, and it's fine, I'm sure. I'm sure no one's in trouble. I'm sure everything's fine. I keep exploring and being a dingus. It's kind of what I do best. But yeah, that is a fascinating concept to me. Even like, how many sports teams does New York have? Like baseball teams, even does New York have? And yeah, fucking Yankees versus Mets versus I thought there's a third one too. Like I know that it can get messy. Literal fistfights. I'm not really that surprised, honestly. Was it happy moans? I mean, it was like some kind of action.
A mausoleum for the wealthy.
Whether it was like fun, happy, sexy times action or murderous sexy times action, hard to say. Whomst am I to judge? Whomst am I to cast judgment? People have died. Well, yeah, I mean, of course, there's the obvious example of, like, you know, your sports team loses, and then you ride in the streets. There's also my favorite, which is your sport team wins, and you ride in the streets. That's my favorite. It's one thing to say, I'm mad, I'm gonna break shit. It's another thing to say, I'm very happy, I'm gonna break shit. That's like a whole new dimension. It's like, bro's out here with a fucking, with a fucking game plan. What the shit? That boggles my fucking brain, bro. Either leave him alone or ask him to join in. That's right. Wanna buddy? How's it going, guys? Guys and gals. So we got Fortitudo. New heavy attack. New heavy attack. And pairing at the last minute deals guard damage. That's kind of cool. You know, I will do that. That sounds nice. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that one up. Eventually, I'll probably want to do more health and more guards. More guards specifically. It's probably more helpful. But I feel like I've kind of started to kind of get the hang of things, so probably don't need it too much. We'll drop on down. Yeah, people have died as a result of soccer stuff. Yeah, which is to say, like disputes about soccer matches. Yeah, I figure there's probably a lot of that in Europe that I'm not privy to. I'm, of course, more aware of the stuff that happens, you know, just stateside with, like, sports team shenanigans. But yeah, I'm sure, like, given that, like, you know, what we call soccer, but football fandom and hooliganry is a whole other thing. I'm sure that is a whole other thing in many parts of the world, in South America and Central America. Yeah, a whole bunch of places get real turnt over their football, over their footy. All right, well, what kind of sexy boner times are happening over here? Only ignore it for so long. Can't jump down that way. What's going on? Who needs a stern whipping? Who needs a stern spanking with the flat of my sword against their bare buttocks and or testicles? This.
Huh. This way.
Yep. No kidding. Gotta be this way. Just kidding. Can't go that way. Probably another path then. Let's keep exploring then. I think all that's going to be dead ends, most likely. Can I, like, get up in there somehow, I wonder? This is kind of looking climbable, but not really. I see that. I wonder if there's, like, something to that little space up yonder. But I don't really see any way up there for realsies. Same with that one up there. Like, it looks like there might be something up there. But nothing screams climbable surface, basically. Unless we can, like, go around it. But, yeah, I don't really see anything. There's, like, any openings that I just missed over here. But, yeah, once again, no obvious nudgings. Those areas seem like just a very obvious, like, oh, man, there might be something up there, but don't see it, man. Let's keep exploring. Keep exploring. There's a couple other spots that we could potentially tug on. Threads to tug on and such. I think I will go and go ahead and remove the sunglasses so I can see better. Sunglasses are neat, but it'll help me find my way if I'm full visibility. Also, I'm probably not going to go much longer just because it is getting kind of late. A little bit on the late side. Saw this area, and then I'm wondering... This, for instance. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could climb that. Got the fucking pointy hats. Alright, so they're either clansmen, a little bit early for the clansmen, or more fucking weird flatulence. Flatulators.
We act as our Lord wills.
You act as you're fucking stupid as a stupid.
I have suffered pain enough.
I do appreciate how fucking wild they are. Ow. Like, they are very, like, just like the noises they're making. Ow. Ooh. So I was saying earlier how I wasn't sure that we would get a lot for, like, harder fights necessarily. But these guys have definitely brought the heat. I just got my ass kicked. I ended up in another situation where when I tried switching to heavy stance. When you right click, you go into heavy stance. But it's weird because right click is also for blocking. So it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit unclear to me. When do I or how do I switch stances but still be able to block? Because there was a bunch of hits where I was trying to block, but it wasn't registering because it was still having me in heavy stance. I just kind of want to get good.
What have you done?
We act as our Lord wills.
Yeah, I think you're right, Meerkat.
Godly.
Ow.
I have suffered pain enough.
There we go. Oh, fucking bopped his ass. Ow. Yeah, the heavy stance is cool. It's almost not worth it sometimes, because I feel like it kind of gets me in trouble sometimes.
Zealots. They are from the same order of
Gets me in situations where I could have otherwise blocked.
Vigilante. They may
Gotta get good, bro.
be bodies.
Yeah, they fucked this guy up real bad.
Vigilante are heretics.
Real not good. Oh, let's keep on perusing. Go up top to that little spot. Let's check that out first, actually. This all looks encouraging. Well, actually, if this is the right direction... Now, can I drop down? No, I cannot. Just walks up to the edge, does a little jump. Little hup. Don't think we took damage. So this is the area they had barred, most likely. Yeah, so nothing else. Nothing else to gain. Just the main path. I'll go a little bit longer. I would say, honestly, as far as like my overall vibe of the game so far, I'll say this much. I'm kind of surprised that the game has a mixed rating on Steam. And I don't mean to like harp on this too much, but between Ground Zero and Saint Slayer,
If they have harmed her.
the games I've played recently that I didn't vibe with, that to me seemed like absolutely a mixed bag with like zero question. Those I would expect to have, you know, kind of a mixed result, basically just a mix of reviews, and yet they're very, very much in the positive. Like 94% or 95% of the reviews for those games are positive, and yet this one is like a 40% review rating on Steam, and I'm over here like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Is this game amazing? No, it's not amazing,
With God.
but
Almost assuredly the devil.
I almost wonder if maybe it's about expectation. Because when it comes to games like Ground Zero, they're very clearly kind of more modest games.
If they have punished Bianca.
You know, they're very much going for the retro crowd. They're going for, like, Saint Slayer, very much a Castlevania 1, Zelda 2 inspired game. Ground Zero, a Resident Evil 1, Silent Hill inspired game. So going for the retro crowd. And let's be real, the retro crowd isn't always eating well. There's not always a ton of really good and very interesting retro-inspired games out there. You have the OGs, you have the actual retro games that inspire them, but there's not always a ton of very interesting Silent Hill-inspired Resident Evil 1 adjacent games out there. Same thing with Castlevania 1 inspired games, Zelda 2 inspired games, like with Saint Slayer. So, however, 3D action-adventure RPG enjoyers have been eating good for fucking 20 years. There are so many good adventure RPGs, third-person RPGs that are incredible. So, there's stuff down there, by the way. It looks like I could freely drop down, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I think that'll just bring us back to where we came from, so I'm kind of curious. If there's any secrets here, this would be a sneaky place for them. So anyway, so I think it has more to do with expectations. Maybe the folks that saw this game and were like, "Oh, cool, they want to check it out." You know, I don't know how expensive it is full price. Maybe it's overpriced. You know, maybe that's the issue. And maybe it's like, you know, this game pales in comparison to, you know, the obvious ones. The like, I guess I wouldn't really compare this to Skyrim, obviously, but trying to think of like other more cinematic-esque kind of adventure RPGs, and I know they're out there. You know, we're like Kingdom Come, what's it called? Kingdom Come something. I can't remember what it's called. Whatever it's called, I can't remember. I mean, maybe not Mountain Blade. What's the really big one? Deliverance. Kingdom Come Deliverance is a good example of a game that, yeah, it probably is the better game. Like, comparing this to Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's probably not really a fair comparison. Deliverance, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Meerkat, yeah. So, there's games like it. There's so many games like it. I'm obviously kind of fumbling trying to think of other examples. But I know there's others like it, whereas... And there have been for a long goddamn time. So, you know, if because those games have raised the bar and set the standard higher, when a game fails to meet that standard, even if it's like pretty good. Is it as good as the other ones? Not really, but it's still cool. I'm having a fun time here. I definitely feel way better playing this game than I did even by a margin of playing this far into something like Ground Zero or Saint Slayer. By the time I was this far into those streams on those respective days, I was just kind of like, man, I am just not feeling it. Wasn't like forcing myself to keep streaming, obviously, but I was like kind of waiting to be like, all right, what can I be done with this? Whereas this is like, I don't know, it's pretty good, honestly. Like, the combat's fine.
Bianca came to join them.
The story is interesting. Like, the intrigue with the characters and, like, the motivations of certain fellows is honestly more like gripping than I thought it was going to be. The exploration is okay, but like finding the secrets is satisfying. Finding the upgrades for your sword and the trinkets to add to your arsenal, like, I don't know, man, it's pretty cool. Gun to my head, I would give it a positive review on Steam. I would give it a positive. But I would acknowledge, yeah, there'd be some caveats. I'd be like, yeah, if you're okay with like a pretty chill combat system and like an adventure that is, a little bit linear, but at the same time has good voice acting, has like, I think, characters that are pretty interesting. I take this over a lot of the other slop that's out there, honestly. So could do a lot worse. Could definitely do a lot worse. So yeah, it's strange to me that the reviews in like by and large are mixed in some cases, and whereas in other cases you would think it would be more mixed. I don't know, it's just how it goes. And of course, that's just people's tastes, and
Beer will be fine.
I know that when this game was first announced, I think it was announced in a pretty big venue. I don't know if it was the Game Awards or if it was somewhere else. But I think when this game was first announced, it was kind of like oh shit, like it was turning some heads for sure. So I think there was that too. There was like more visibility on the game. And more visibility tends to mean, just more scrutiny. And I was kind of outside of all of that because I did hear about the game, and I'd kind of been generally following it when it came to announcements about its release and like the first demo being available. Like I kind of had it on my radar, but I wasn't doing a very good job of like tracking like its overall, like it's the whole journey. Can't pretend to know everything. Yeah. It can be played without thinking too hard. Yeah, exactly. You just focus on the parrying. You focus on the timing of your attacks. I will say, these guys, I was saying earlier, the dudes we were fighting earlier, once you kind of figure them out, they're kind of a pushover. These guys, you have to be a little bit smarter. And I'm glad that they did, because I was saying earlier, it's like, damn, like the dudes we're fighting like an hour or two in aren't getting any harder, but these guys have kicked it up a notch. I don't know if they have too much more health, maybe a little bit more health, but they definitely do more damage, and they attack a lot more aggressively. Also, I'm trying to mix up my fighting style not to do the same thing each time. No, I actually want to fight you. Actually, okay, fine. If you insist. And kapow! Oh, I thought I was gonna get his ass. There we go. Yeah, when they kind of stumble in the last hit, that's where it's like, that's my time to strike. Oh, right, that's the one you can't block. Oh, I think you can parry it, though. So if you can't block it, I think parrying is still an option. Oh, get fucked, idiot! Thought I was being fancy with that shiny attack. I'll shine your ass with my sword. I don't know. I was cooking for like a half second there. 150. Let's go ahead, and I think this is probably as good of a time as any to wrap it up. Unless there's like any like major story things that we're about to have, like any cool cutscenes or anything. Where the fuck is Starfish right there? Anything around here? I'll go until I see the next like little saving thing. How's that sound?
I have no more room for
All right. I need the eats. I do want to make sure we get whatever autosaves are happening, but I think we'll be wrapping it up within minutes, maybe even seconds. Can't open that door. Ooh, excuse me. Do one more eat. That's a cool little tapestry there. This place is also under pretty unfortunate ruin. A little ruinous. I'm going to be watching for the next autosave indicator, because that will be where we tap it, which is to say tapping out. Tapping out for the night. Drop on down. Please take me along as you drop on down. Oh.
You slew my brothers!
Fucking wild-ass motherfucker.
Death and they deserved.
Oh. Okay, actually, I think we hit each other. Shit. Gonna say one heavy attack should do it, but
Where is everyone?
that indeed did it.
Folk who lived here.
Legit surprised me. And they're like generally kind of wacky antics, and their kind of unhinged nature makes them a little bit daunting to approach, because it's like, geez, like they're so unpredictable. The other dudes, and maybe it's just because we fought them a lot, so as a result their patterns are becoming pretty predictable. But yeah, these guys are like, oh shit, like they're kind of a bit of a formidable foe. I'm formitting them. I'm able to formid them.
I cannot carry more.
One of the cases where I'm actually not too sure what the word formidable means in that sense. Like, well, I know what it means, but if you're able to formid them, I never thought too much about the constituent parts of that word. I'm sorry, I cannot formid that. Sorry, I'm incapable of formitting it. It probably shares like a root with capability, formid, capability. Like there's probably some kind of tie in there. Locked himself away, no visitors. Oh, to avoid, yeah, the bubonic plague. Well, I mean, at the same time. On the one hand, it's like, you know, your responsibilities to lead the people and inspire and blah, blah, blah. At the same time, though, I understand the plague was kind of fucking everything, and not in a good way. Ooh, am I about to have a Breath of the Wild moment? Oh, shit. Are we gonna get the title drop? Oh. We're gonna fight these guys, and then it's gonna be it, because I'm gonna guess the game probably auto-saves after combat. 3 flatulence. What are you giggling at, fucking giggling ass motherfucker? Oh, what the fuck? I'm over trying to fuck your shit up, and not your shit, the other guy's shit. Alright, alright.
First you'll have to catch me.
Oh shit. It did the thing where I was trying to go into heavy. Bah. I do appreciate how sometimes their boys will jump in. Ow. When their guys getting messed up. Other times they're like, that guy's kind of a dick. We're just gonna let him die anyway. Fuck him. Get fucked. It is kind of satisfying having those moments that look really badass, and maybe I'm not always handling it the bestest, and I still get hit a little bit, but yeah, when you have that moment where you like get a really cool charge attack, or you have a cool kind of finesseful moment, it is deeply satisfying where it's like, yeah, just fuck this shit up, hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I was gonna say, it's not to drop down.
Threw people onto the rocks.
Oh Jesus.
Has this madness infected the city too?
This is madness. This would be a good spot for a Sparta kick, honestly. Now we're gonna go and wrap it up here. It's getting late. It's getting late, and I have to get up at like a somewhat resembling a normie hour tomorrow. Somewhat normie hour, not like that much normie, but minimum normie. Minimum normie. Top floor apartment. Right, exactly. Yeah, that was the man. I saw it too. Yeah, more clearly with the sunglasses off. Yeah, it can still kill. Right, more for subduing, so the other guy can get him with the stabbo. Get him with the stabberino. Now, this was good. Honestly, this was good. Whispers of the... Is that what it was? Nah, fuck. I'm trying to remember the other game we played that this kind of reminded me of. Because I know I would know it if I saw it. Yeah, the name of it escapes me. But no, overall, though, this was good. This was good, and... Again, if you go on the Steam page and you peruse the reviews, you'll kind of be led to believe, like, oh, this one's kind of not very good. And I was a little bit, maybe not nervous, but in my mind, I was like, well, I kept delaying streaming the game because I was like, well, if I delay it, you know, that me streaming it, that's more time for the devs to add more patches and add more stuff to kind of shore up some of the negative aspects of the game. And I think they did that a bunch. I think I know for sure there were a bunch of patches to address some of the technical issues, to rebalance the game in some ways. Because yeah, when it first dropped, there were definitely some issues, and both on a technical side and also on a on the side of just like the game needing some extra polishing and a little bit more work. I think like with the timing of how attacks worked and like enemy AI behavior, that kind of shit. So, but there haven't been any patches for like a few weeks. I think it's been like a few weeks since the last patch. So that's where I was like, okay, there, might be in a pretty good state, or as good of a state as it was going to be. But no, even all that aside, no, I enjoyed myself, even though the reviews seemed a little bit sus. Or made the game seem a little bit sus. I had a good time. Really good game. And again, is it amazing? Is it going to win any awards? No, not really. I also know it's a pretty small team that made it. It's a pretty small team and a pretty small publisher at that. So I wasn't expecting anything like, oh my god, this is going to be world changing. But it was solid. Solid game. Solid combat system. I know the combat system is one of the things that gets harped on the most in the Steam reviews, probably. And I would say, yeah, there were some things that probably, at least in the first couple hours especially, that were, there were like potentially very exploitative, where you could like just use one strategy to win all the way through. But yeah, I found myself kind of having to change things up at least a little bit once this kind of new enemy group started to appear, these flagellants. Echoes of the End. I was like scrolling through my page. Echoes of the End. That's the other game I was thinking of that reminded me of this game. So if you like what you were seeing and you want to see more of games like this, Echoes of the End is the other one we played that has a kind of a similar vibe going on, and similar kind of deal, a bit of a smaller development team, bigger publisher. Deep Silver's a not small publisher. But that one also, like when it first dropped, people were like kind of on it, and then it had a bunch of patches, and now it's been received a lot better. So no, I wouldn't disagree that there's valid criticisms for Ex Voto. I think there's valid things to point out, and things that could have been improved if the devs, wanted to spend more resources on it, or if they've gone on to other things. Hard to say, but I enjoyed myself, and if not just for the storytelling and the exploration and world building, I mean, there's a lot going on here that is great, and yeah, I don't know. It's weird how those kinds of perspectives can, or maybe not perspective, those expectations can color your perspective of a game and how you perceive it. But it's good. It's a good time, man. Good time for all. Let's find a raid target. I would say the chances are good it should be back tomorrow for more streamy streams. You heard a couple of our friends come in and point out that we'll be hanging out with some homies tomorrow in the afternoon. We're gonna be hitting up the Sonic Cafe here in St. Louis. I'm excited to check that out. It's a little pop-up. We went to the one that was in Chicago, and of course, like all pop-ups, it's a limited time availability, so I think it'll be here for a few months before it closes down and goes to a different city, probably further away than the Midwest. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it goes to Kansas City next, and it's like, hey bro, let's go 3 for 3. Let's follow it around and just keep the party going. But no, that'll be a fun time tomorrow, getting to hang out with the homies. We'll do that in the afternoon, like early afternoon, and then later in the afternoon, we're doing a separate social gathering with friends, and I don't suspect that'll go super, super late. For one thing, it'll be happening at like kind of like a brewery area that's, or like a brewery venue that is, and like breweries and bars, that kind of thing on a Saturday night, not usually my vibe, and not usually really anyone in our group's vibe. And of course, Saturday nights usually get pretty hopping when it comes to those kinds of places. So we won't be like hanging out for super, super late, I don't think. So I suspect I should be able to get home at a reasonable hour, and we'll be able to do some kind of stream tomorrow. And if I am able to do some kind of stream, it'll either be Assassin's Creed Shadows, or it'll be Going Medieval. Assassin's Creed Shadows is, of course, an Assassin's Creed game. I know, shocking. And Going Medieval is more of a kind of colony manager game, like colony management, city management, almost like a RimWorld-looking kind of experience. So that looks pretty neat, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. Otherwise, though, friends, we're going to find a raid target. Thanks for hanging out with us. Here is my socials page, as always. Has all of my links, social media and otherwise. Of course, I have all the usual social media sites. I got that Twitter. I got that Instagram. Got that motherfucking, I don't know, Blue Sky. I got all that shit. I also have Discord. I have a Discord server. Anybody can join it. It is free to join. Free to do so. We do giveaways every so often in the Discord server. We have our goofy-ass MS Paint disasters that we do every so often. I got all those on there as well. Discord server is just the best place to keep up with myself and others inside the community outside of our usual streams. I, of course, do have my schedule that I post every week there as well. So yeah, we got lots of good stuff. And I should mention we're live in a lot of places right now. I'm live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. But the main one is that I'm live on Twitch. Twitch is my main streaming platform. So if you don't follow already, I would recommend following on Twitch. It's where most of our chatters and viewers are. So you're getting it closest to the source when you watch on Twitch. Also, you get my undying love and gratitude. Well, just kidding. You get that regardless of which platform you're on. But you get it especially, you feel it especially acutely when you watch it on Twitch. Because again, it's where most of our chatters and viewers are. And it's also where we do most of our, we have like Twitch specific features like channel points and of course the emotes, you know, all that kind of shit. It is the truest, closest to the source kind of streaming experience. Anyway, guys and gals, we're going to raid into Jimzing. Jimzing is doing some Hades. Some Hades right now. Hades 1 specifically. It is their second stream playing. Yeah, second stream, according to the comments there. And I'll make sure that, hold on, I want to make sure they're still, yeah, they're still going. They're still going. Because when I joined in, I got like a loading bar, but I think they're still going. I think we're good. I think I've got a loading bar on my screen, but I think it's just on my end. So we're going to raid into Jimzing. I shall see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out with us. And like I said, should be back tomorrow with more streamy streams. Looking forward to checking out Assassin's Creed Shadows and going medieval. And of course, I won't be doing both tomorrow. We'll be just doing one. And whichever one I don't end up streaming, we'll play sometime early next week, most likely. You heard me earlier. You might have heard me earlier say that we'll be checking out some Pathologic in the near future. And also more Legacy of Kain games. Because I have newer entries in the series for both. To check out pretty soon, which is to say review keys for both to check out soon. So in the long term, those are going to be some more focuses as far as stuff I'll be featuring on stream. But other indie titles and other kind of individual onesie twosie games in the near future. You all have a great night. I'll see you on the Flippy Dippy. Everyone have a great night. Bye bye.